Look at that. All right. All right. Given the situation, I don't know if everybody's got DM inspiration or not, but does anybody want to sum up last session for DM inspiration? Otherwise, I will do it.
I got it.
Going once, going twice.
Last time.
Oh, okay.
Last time we. Hold on, let me open my notes.
Hello?
We spent most of the time preparing Candyland, sailing, finishing up our business in Port Peril, making sure we got our guns and gunslinger equipment, and then we flew over, or we sailed over to Chozu, where I think Viturg got a new goat puppet doll, and Django got a new gun, and we got some crazy sword for Claximus. And then as we were sailing to Candyland, our boat was broken in half by a dragon turtle, and here we are.
Okay. That, I guess, sums it up pretty well. Go ahead and take DM inspiration.
Yeah, she's gonna need it.
When you describe it, it sounds really terrible.
It wouldn't be terrible until the end.
Yeah. All right. Then we will just jump right back into it. Let's see. All right. So to remind everybody of just what is going on here, because there's a lot going on here. Okay. Over here, we have some sort of spellcaster. They are controlling the weather. The weather is getting worse every round. We have mysterious armored creatures you believe to be sea elves. They are accompanied by Cthulhu Klaxomuses. Like crab dudes with weird squiddy tentacles. There are enemies on top of the ship that is sort of grown into the back of this turtle. There are some combatants underneath the ship. So this group right here is actually surrounding Klaxomus. They're all underneath the ship. Snuggly and Luigi have boarded the ship and are now dealing with Cthulhu Klaxomus and friends. The elves.
I'm supposed to have blur on me.
You do have blur, correct?
Okay.
The elves have some sort of toxin that they inject into you, which can cause paralysis, which in water actually is really bad because you can actually start drowning in 5th edition, which is kind of crazy. If you don't have water breathing, of course. So Kevin has escaped from below decks and joined the fight, but is trying not to get into the water. So that's a whole thing that's happening. Meanwhile, Captain Bubbles is levitating above the ocean, while Second Knight Captain Phipps Chumlet fights 2 sea elves and a Cthulhu Klaxomus down in the water. A few of your allies have been completely torn to shreds. Jinjo the Unfathomable has rescued Sweet Roll and Mr. Pluggers, but doesn't know what to do next. The Dragon Turtle has legendary actions, but has not used them. It also has, because he has not used his breath weapon yet as well, and he has engaged in conversation with a few people. Oh wait, no, he did use a legendary action to fling Bubbles off of his fin. That's right. All right, down below decks you have Pigo, Tarina, and your adorable Flumph. They are all drowning, I guess, unless the Flumph is hanging out with Lift in Lift's pants. Is that where she would be, Lift?
I would be lying if I said yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, and then we have a bunch of people that are below deck, drowning. The ship is taking on water very quickly. It is halfway beneath the waves. Whew. Okay. I think that sums everything up pretty well. So that brings us to the top of the round with Captain Cobra Bubbles levitating via Analora's levitation spell that she's concentrating on above the ocean. The ocean that will turn you to stone.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm able to move the levitation, right?
If you have something to push off of, yes.
Alright, damn.
It's a bit loud. Let me turn that down.
I'm hasted. Can I kick off the air?
You cannot kick off the air. Yeah, I mean, I've seen people come up with clever excuses
doesn't give you like double jump abilities.
Wait, what?
I have seen people navigate the levitate spell with clever stuff, but kicking the air itself has not worked.
Yeah, sorry. So, what about vine whipping? Yeah, that's a good idea, Klex.
Okay.
Yeah, that's within 6.
Pretend it's like a helicopter?
Or I was at a vine whip. I was gonna
I
vine
thought he
whip a
was going for
person.
like Spider-Man himself.
Yeah, I was going more like Spider-Man. Like vine
Oh,
whip
okay.
inside
What's
the boat.
what's the reach on your vine whip?
I believe it's 60 feet.
That being said, fucking helicoptering yourself around with your vine whip is way cooler.
That is like Tails from Sonic. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
60 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's no Pythagorean theorem in 5e, so if you can measure 60 feet to a target, yeah, you
hope
can
he does
whip
it.
it and pull yourself towards it.
I'm gonna whip this dude.
I mean, you gave up going in water in a pirate campaign, so you gotta be something.
Yeah.
Okay. So you whip out at what? What exactly were you whipping?
I was gonna go for that guy. Whoops.
Oh,
Okay.
you were actually whipping a dude. Okay. Hold on, let me check. A 12 actually hits.
Cool. All right.
Lucky, lucky Captain Bubbles.
So I'm gonna pull myself in.
Okay, so rather than pull him towards you, you're pulling yourself towards him?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say dramatically that you would start to pull him and he would brace himself against the edge of the ship, and then you would just kind of reel yourself in the rest of the way.
All right. As soon as I sit down on that, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna use my sunblade. So I have another
okay.
action, so-
With your hastened bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoops, crap.
Okay. A 21 for 12 definitely hits.
Mhm.
Okay. They're sliced in half.
All right.
Ooh, that's way too far.
Okay. Yeah. Do I have any movement left, or like to get solidly on the boat so I don't get knocked off or some horrible thing?
I mean, if I say that you essentially forced movement on yourself, and it wouldn't count against your movement economy, you would literally just Spider-Man through the rest of the campaign,
Yeah, that's true.
which
Yeah.
would not be a bad thing. But we'll just say that it was your movement for the round.
Okay. All right. I do have haste still.
Oh,
so, like,
okay.
I'm
Well, what is
speeding.
your normal speed budget? Because you've moved 55 feet already.
60?
60. Okay, so you can move.
With
5 more
haste
feet.
it'd be 60. Yeah. So.
Okay. All right. So
I'm
you
standing on the dead
jump.
body.
All right. It's more like hold on to the dead body because you're still levitating, unless
Oh, yeah.
Onlaught drops the spell on you.
That's fair.
All right, Snuggly to you.
Yeah, give me just a second. Alright. Damn it, it's still only 30 feet. Okay. I will disengage,
Okay.
and then with my boots of spider climbing, I'm just gonna climb on the side of the boat.
That sounds cool.
And just sort of like perpendicular to the water, walk my way over this way. So
Okay.
and then that. Yeah, that's gonna be it.
All right. As your turn ends, Tirig the Champion is going to use a legendary action to bite. He's going to bite Owlbear.
Does Luigi, my boy, there? Is he just like on me? Do I move him with me? Or does
Yeah,
he-
he could be on you. That's cool.
Okay. All right, now eat Albert.
All right. That hits Owlbear. Owlbear takes 23 points of damage. All right. Hold on just a sec. I'm being invaded by doggos.
Get him.
We recruited them. We spent the whole week
I know.
recruiting them, and then
That was
just gonna, like, lock
That
them
was the
outside room.
distraction.
Okay. Alright, as your turn ends, uses legendary action, turn comes up, you hear the bloop 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 of legendary actions. Yeah. It is going to unleash a fearful roar. So every creature of its choice, so anyone that's not its crew members, needs to make wisdom saving throw DC 18 or gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Alrighty, let's do that wisdom save! Oh, they updated character sheets.
Was there a range? I'm 60
Why?
feet down.
120 feet.
120. Okay.
Oh, I just also clicked on the wrong save, so ignore that.
Was it wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom.
I just clicked the wrong one.
Um,
And I failed!
I'm gonna. Can I? Oh, no, you have to use inspiration before. Never mind.
Right, before the roll. Did you roll already?
Why did they change the
Yes.
character
Oh, yeah.
effect instead of bubble?
Can I use my reaction to inspire Claxmus?
Can you see Claxmus?
I'm underwater and he's underwater.
Then yeah. I mean, you know how your abilities work.
All right, so add 5 to it.
Okay,
So Claxmus passes.
sweet.
Right. That is its action for the turn. That brings us to lift.
All right, and 1 level of fatigue does
Disadvantage all ability checks.
ability checks. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so I am 60 feet under. I'll use my movement to swim up 30. Then I've got the question for the DM that I'll love.
Sure.
Being under 30 feet underwater, can I see the sky from here? I'm trying to think back when I scuba dived, and I know around 25 feet the sun starts disappearing. So.
Yeah, I mean it's nighttime. So maybe not. Man.
All right, don't worry about it. You know what? I'll do it next turn. So I'll use my action to swim up the last 30 to be at the surface.
Okay, so you surface right next to the ship and the turtle.
Yeah, I'm looking at
all right.
Turtle. I'm like, Turtle, you should have listened to me when I talked to you last time. We could have been best pals.
Okay. The turtle looks at you and seems to take in your words very slowly. Kind of nods at you. Or it's getting ready to attack Owlbear, you're not sure. It's one of those two. Alright. Anything else from Lift?
No, that's it.
Alright. Water team is up. Alright. So, water team. We got one on Lillian Nash. This one finishes eating Sec. These two are going to man, they really don't want to fight no giant gorilla. But they're gonna swim up to try to fight this giant gorilla. Alright. Let's see. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks on the gorilla. This one will attack on Alora. Alright, here we go. On Alora, we'll go with you first.
No.
And then that brings us to the big boy. Here we go. First one, miss. Second one, miss. Third one, I believe that also misses. All right, so they're just sort of milling about, trying to get hits off on this guy. All right, let's see. Anything else going on in the water? Oh yes, Phipps Chumlet. Okay. So Phipps Chumlet. Here we go. They're going to try to inject him with toxin. That actually hits. Phipps has to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy!
He fails. He is paralyzed. The next few attacks are going to be pretty bad for him. Let's see.
We were gonna make him a captain!
I know. You gave him that big speech about how you're going to steal a ship from Kaelin and you're going to make him a captain. It was the happiest day of his entire life.
Yeah, I guess you're right. He was like guaranteed to get killed before that.
Oh, God. It was a crit without needing help. Okay. Let's see what happens.
He fucking dies. That's what happened.
What? He leveled up! Alright, let's see. Double damage, and he must make a dexterity saving throw. He fails automatically. Oh no! If he fails, he loses an eye.
That's all he has.
Alright, they stab out his left eye. And he takes 5 damage. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. But then we get to this big crab creature. It gets to make 2 attacks. Here we go. That one actually misses. Oh wait, sorry, it has advantage because paralyzed. So it hits and hits. Both of them are crits. Yikes. Alright, so that's another 2d6. So a total of 46. Here we go. Wow. That's a lot of ones. Okay. 14, 23, and then 2 crit cards. This is a lot going on for your little buddy here. Oh, Jesus. Split lip, quadruple damage. Verbal components of spells have a 75% chance of failing until healed. Okay, okay. Kinda sucks. Here's some more damage for him. Oi, okay. And then... Oh my god. Quadruple damage and his AC is reduced. No, I think I would have done... Yeah, 46 would have been all the extra damage. Okay. Because you guys leveled him up through roleplay and story, he is still technically alive.
That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, for this turn.
He's not very alive, but he's still alive. Alright. Anything else going on in the water? Oh yeah, Gong Gong. So I'm going to spare us the rolls there. We're just going to have them dealing with Gong Gong. Alright. Lillian Nash. She was paralyzed. The paralysis lasts until the end of this thing's next turn. So it's going to take a free stab at her. Hit. It's a critical. That might be the end of Lillian Nash. We'll see. Let's see. Right in the kisser. Maximum damage, and the target cannot speak. Well, she's dead, so she definitely can't speak. Alright. That brings us to Claximus. Oh wait,
Okay.
You're in the water too, my bad. Wait,
Yeah,
your
but
team
they-
is a different one though. Yours is underwater. Yep. Alright, so you're up.
Alright. Reckless attack against the turtle.
Against the turtle.
Against the turtle.
Alright. Uh, 22 hits. Okay, 22 hits.
Bonus action. Timeless Locket. Let's do it
Okay.
again.
Timeless Locket to give yourself a whole nother action, correct?
Yep.
Alright. Uh, 28 hits. Wow, man. Alright.
And that's me.
And that's alright. Good turn, good turn. Alright, you just start beating against the stomach of this creature, and you see its eyes, those of you on the surface, kind of close as if in pain, and it sort of like shakes its head back and forth, and you see the whole ship, those of you that are on it, begin to rock back and forth as it kind of moves its body from the discomfort of these attacks. Alright, the above team. Mumbling Danish and Drosha are going to rush over and help Shivika reload the ballista. Owlbear is just going to beat on this turtle with his lucky mast. He does not hit it. All right. Let's see. Who else on the surface? This will swim to the surface. Sandaro will swim up to the surface. And Jinjo and Sweet Roll will swim over here. Sweet Roll will run over and try to help with the ballista. Jinjo will try to grab the attention of the turtle. Mr. Pluggers sees that Claxmus is in trouble and is going to swim over to Claxmus.
Oh, Jesus.
He's coming to save you, Papa. He's coming to save you. Alright, he's got to move and dash to get over there, but he's come to rescue you. Alright. Am I missing anyone else that is... Oh, Lillian Nash. She's no longer paralyzed. She is going to disengage... Oh, wait. That's right. She's dead. Never mind. Yeah. I was like, yeah... Okay.
Disengage.
She's the...
Phipps is paralyzed through this guy's next turn, so he's just sort of floating there. Shit. Oh, yeah. Kevin. There we go.
Say that like you didn't expect this to kill all of our crew members.
I mean, I didn't. You guys come up with amazing solutions to problems all the time.
It's totally worth it there. Don't feel bad.
It's
Oh
fine.
no, it's fucking great. Like,
No. You guys have got this. All right. So Kevin is just gonna start smashing elves, I guess. Here we go. All these have an additional 1d4 damage because he's embiggened. I guess he's kind of double embiggened, so we'll give him 2d4s. He didn't get to use this cool ability when he fought you guys. Well, not as big as he is right now. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Oh, wow. He kills 2 of them outright. I will check to see if the critical hit card gives them anything that would be advantageous to you guys. Let's see. Maximum damage and their AC is reduced. Yeah, they're paced. So. All right. I guess this is his turn. And then he's just going to grip the leg of the beast, not wanting to get knocked into the water. All right, Analora, to you.
Alright. She's gonna say in Auckland. So, Tereg. What's Jeopardy Bay been like?
Okay, that's what you're gonna say to him?
And then, well, yeah, and then, she's gonna cast Mirror Image while he answers.
Okay. Alright, he kind of turns his head to face you and says, Jeopardy Bay. That name sounds familiar.
If I recall, that's where your sister is.
Okay. He'll kind of like narrow his eyes. And
I was just wondering. That's all.
Okay. Anything else from Monalora?
That was my action to cast Mirror Image, so that's it.
Alright. He's going to use a legendary action, and he's going to try to bite Jinjo, who has garnered his attention. That would hit. Jinjo takes damage, but doesn't. All right, Django, to you.
All
You
right.
are a beautiful bird right now.
Yes, so majestic. All right, so let's do some movement. Let's go 40 feet this way. Then we'll go. Go 20 feet this way. All right, that'll be my movement. Then I'll go ahead and burn my bonus action to shift back to normal. Do the Iron Man landing onto the deck.
Okay. Where did we put your adorable miniature?
I think I saw it over on the right-hand side there.
Nope, there you are.
All right, then as I land, I'll quickly rise up and draw my brand new pistol and aim it at Spellcaster dude here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
See if my named after my lovely lady will do something for me. 22. 14.
Yeah, 22 definitely hits. They need to make a saving throw to see if they can maintain concentration on the spell they're working on. Let's see. They do.
All right, and that's my turn.
Okay. Alrighty. That brings us to below decks. Hold on just a sec. Alright, below decks. Alright, they were told by Onalora to try to get the cannons working. I guess they can't really reload cannons underwater, though. So they're going to start making their way towards the surface. Alright. So kind of put them, maybe like here. As they kind of swim free. Alright. As their turn ends, he's going to try and bite again. He's going to give this Jinjo one more chance, but seeing that he bit him super hard and it didn't do any damage, he has suspicions here. Yeah, he chomps down again, and when he pulls back, there are no wounds. Shaking his head in a bit of confusion, you hear him in his deep voice say, "What trickery is this?" And you see his mouth begin to roil with steam as he is getting very angry about how things are going. Alright, that brings us to the boat itself. Alright, there was a little gnome running around, but I do not see it. But I do see there is a woke ape and there is a gunslinger. So I'm going to have these guys run up to the gunslinger. This guy is going to run up to the woke ape, who's kind of floaty there. Alright, so 3 attacks for Django. 1 attack for Bubbles. So Django, here come your attacks. They're going to try to inject you with a toxin. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. So they do. Make your Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
Oh, you make it. Alright, you are skewered. You take 1d4 damage at the beginning of your turn for the next 3 turns. That could be bad. Alright. In addition to the 7 points of damage. Alright. The next one tries. Same move. But I don't think a 14 hits.
Nope.
And then the third one tries and misses. And all 3 of those guys have used up their first charge of poison. Alright. Bubbles, this is for you.
Alright.
All right, that is a miss. Let's see. Over here on the ship, we got these guys. Yeah. All right. This one's going to move to the side of the ship. It's going to see there's a spellcaster down there. It is going to try to leap down and attack. There we go. This is a 23 against Onalora.
I'm under the turtle. I'm 30
that's
feet
right.
under
You're
the
30
water.
feet down. Okay. I guess this one will be for Green Marshmallow, who just surfaced. All right. Green Marshmallow is got to make a save. Let's see. She makes it. She does take 5 points of damage. All right. Let's see. And that one uses a charge. All right. This one's going to make its way to the edge of the ship, and it is going to take a dodge action. This guy is just going to flop down into the water and start swimming towards your allies. And this guy is going to cross the deck to engage the bubbles, but it does take a dash action to do so. And then finally, the caster is going to... Alright, spell keeps going. Let's see. Sweet. Alright. The skies darken up above, and the water itself begins to churn and form into a whirlpool. So that's a thing. Let's see. We'll go with black. It shows up a little better. There we go. All right. What happens in this whirlpool, you might ask, and I will tell you. All right. So while you're in the vortex, you have to make strength athletics checks in order to move. Otherwise, you are pulled under the water and take bludgeoning damage. All right, fair enough. That brings us to Underwater Squad. All right, Claxmus, do you want pluggers to take any hits, or do you want to take them all?
I'll take them all. Am I in the whirlpool?
You are in the whirlpool, yeah.
So, is it only me affected by the whirlpool?
Let me double check.
Onalora would technically be.
Yeah, but it's not her
Let's
turn.
see.
She's in the whirlpool, but the whirlpool's not in her yet.
Got it.
Wait, you know what? I should probably just read this aloud. Alright. Body of water makes a whirlpool, forms a vortex. Okay, it lasts for... Okay, any creature or object in the water or within 25 feet of the vortex is pulled 10 feet towards it. A creature can swim away from it only with a strength athletics check. When a creature enters the vortex for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, that's when it does the strength saving throw or takes bludgeoning damage, caught in the vortex till it ends. On a success, half damage isn't caught in the vortex. Creature caught in the vortex can try to use its action to swim away from the vortex, as described above, but has disadvantage on strength athletics checks to do so.
Does that mean that the dragon turtle also needs to make strength saves?
Sure, I guess. All right.
I
So,
feel like that's probably not going to be an issue for it.
Yeah, probably not. But
all right. So, here we go. These guys that are surrounding you, I would assume, yeah, we're going to start it right now. So here we go. Strength. 1, 2. Oh wait, these are athletics checks, my bad. Those are all at plus, an additional +2. But, so the first one still fails. Let's see. And then 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so 2 of them are pulled away from you. Towards, down and towards the thing. Alright. The rest can maintain position. Oh, and the 2 that are pulled also take 2d8 points. Oof. Alright. They are both bloodied. Alright, so the remaining ones that made their checks, and I guess I gotta roll for this guy too, so hold on a sec. Yeah, he makes it. Okay. So you're dealing with 3 plus the squid guy.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. They're all gonna use toxins. 1, 2, 3.
2 crits already?
Oh shit. Okay. Give me 2 constitution saves. I'd say you made that first one. And you make the second one, so you are not paralyzed. Let's see. The first one gets you right in the thighs. So I guess they just jam it into that collection of legs down there in your undercarriage. Your speed is reduced by 10 until you finish a short rest. Also, roll a d100 on a 5 or less. They have blinded one of your eyes. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Alright, let's see. That brings us to the squid guy. Here we go. 1, 2.
Jesus, dude.
And then because he hit with the claws, it's going to use his tentacles on you. Alright, bludgeoning damage. Let's see. You and another creature within 5 feet of you and the attacker must make opposed strength checks. The loser is knocked prone, which I guess is the Jeremy Crawford underwater prone. So you have to beat one of these elves at a strength check. They got a 19 though. It's not bad.
I match.
Alright, so I guess neither of you gets knocked down, because status wouldn't change. Alright, both of you managed to keep yourselves from floundering about in the water. That is the underwater team's turn. Yeah. That brings us to Bubbles.
Alright, so I'm willing to attack the one right in front of me. With the cat knocks it around, please ignore it. So I have 2 attacks.
Okay. Sure. 19 hits. 28 hits.
I'm assuming neither of these guys are undead.
Nope, neither of them is undead. So you hit 3 times total. Were they, see, 15 damage, all 3 of them against the same guy if it'll kill him?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Because that uses my multi-attack and my 1 extra action.
Alright.
I'm also going to burn a bardic die and use defensive flare.
Okay.
Yeah, that means should add that hit die to, or that whatever it is, so D8. I get 3 additional AC until the end of my next turn. Or until the beginning of my next turn.
You have movement still. Do you want to use it?
Yeah. So before I do, I'm going to bonus action healing word fix.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to do it at 3rd level.
Oh shit. Okay.
Just to try to keep them alive in some capacity. I'm gonna move to there, and then I want to yell down to Django, and I'm hasted. Django, we gotta get on your ship. We gotta blow it up. We gotta blow up the boat. Blow up the boat. That's it.
Okay. As your turn ends, Tirig is going to try and bite Aldfaer again. Doesn't have a very strong strategy here, but he's trying his best, and that's what's important. Oh wow, yeah, so Aldfaer is bloody. Thank goodness for all them ogre hit points. Alright, Snugs, to you.
Alrighty, I'm gonna move up just a wee bit, and I'm gonna cast Suggestion on this guy.
Okay, what language are you going to cast it in? It's very
God
important.
Damn it. Fucking thieves can't? I don't know.
You are smart enough to know that the native language of the Sea Elves is Aquan, and more than likely Elven, and maybe Sylvan.
Yeah. I also know that I don't know any of them. Alright, screw it.
I mean, you could try Common.
I could, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
So instead, I will throw a firebolt at him.
Okay.
And I'll just miss.
That
terribly.
misses, yeah. Well, I mean, you're spider climbing on the side of a ship, on the back of a turtle, in the middle of a whirlpool in a forming storm with the battle going on. I mean,
am I advantaging them?
Oh, I was just saying that was probably, a good reason that he missed.
Oh, you were just trying to explain my...
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else from Stugly?
Yeah, I'll just move a little farther.
Okay. Alright. You hear the bloop 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 of legendary actions filling up. Tirig is looking pretty beat as far as his frustration levels. He opens his mouth and he wants to just breathe out this big old cloud of steam. So let's see. Unfortunately, it would be hard to tag a bunch of you without killing a bunch of his own men.
Do it.
Yeah. Why not? You can always get more men. That's like what bad guys say all the time. Let's see. Alright. We'll also assume that he kind of moves his head, as we've established that he has a long, snaky, turtly neck. So. Alright. Yeah, we'll bust out this number right here. This works. Alright, so if you are in that, you are in the steam breath.
Is it above or underwater?
Let's see. Steam breath is a scalding steam. It does fire damage, so if you're underwater, you will take half damage from it. But it does superheat the water as well. Because 5th edition. Fire magic works underwater. You just take half damage if you're fully submerged. So if you're underwater, you'll take half damage. Here we go. Alright, 64 points of fire damage.
So everybody's dead.
I gotta do Constitution save. Alright, so he completely cooks a bunch of his own dudes. I think that's the end of Green Marshmallow. She just didn't have enough hit points, even if she made the save. Let's see. Alright. Oof. All right. Yeah, Sandara is down, but not killed by massive damage. Owlbear is down, but not killed by massive damage. Jinjo takes no damage. Drosha is alive, even if she fails.
Hey!
All right. Sweet roll. Oh man, sweet roll. Poor baby. All right. Mumbling Danish. She could live through this. Let's see. Oh shit. Yeah, Mumbling Danish is alive. I mean, I'm not surprised at all. You got this. Let's see. Shivaka. Ooh, just shy of the mark. Shivaka is down. All right, that brings us to... Oh, yeah, big boy here. And then lift.
Okay, so I'm on the surface, but I'm on the water. So am I in the whirlpool? It looks like I'm on the edge
yes,
of it.
you're in the whirlpool. So go ahead and give me a athletics check.
Yes.
Or sorry, worse than that. A strength saving throw.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, DC 14 strength saving throw. All right, so you are pulled back down and towards the apex, or sorry, the vortex of the whirlpool. All right, so you take 2d8 points of bludgeoning damage. Let's see. You can still try to move on your turn, but you will need to do an athletics check, DC 14.
Okay.
Okay.
How far underwater am I?
10 feet below the surface.
10 feet below. Okay, so yeah, I'll try to move.
Okay.
And it was a acrobatics check, you said?
Athletics, DC 14.
Or athletics. Okay, come on, baby. Yes!
All right, yeah, you can move about freely.
All right, so I'll use 10 movement to swim up to the surface again. I will cast... So this whirlpool and this weather magic, would you call this stormy magic? Like,
oh, yeah, there's definitely a storm forming.
Perfect. All right, I'm going to call lightning.
Okay.
At level 3, it gets a plus 1d10 because of the storm. Sorry.
Who are you casting it on?
At
The turtle? His head?
No. Right now,
Oh.
the weather magic guy.
Okay.
Can I see him from?
Yeah, you're down here,
All right.
and then there's a whole turtle plus ship. Yeah.
All right, we're
so-
hitting the turtle in the face.
All right.
That was an option.
Okay. Here we go.
And one more d10 for me of damage.
Okay. So 30 points of lightning damage.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Very nice.
All right. As a bonus action, I'm going to healing word Sandara because she's
Okay.
unconscious, right?
Correct.
Okay. And we'll get her at a level 2.
All right. She is back up and awake.
Okay, and I used 10 movement. I've got 20 left. I'd like to try to scale some of this coral to get on the ship.
Okay. Go ahead, give me an athletics check to see if you can climb up this coral. The coral is very sharp, by the way.
That's okay.
All right, 12. It is enough to start climbing it, but you do get cut up by the coral on your way up.
Okay.
All right. How much speed did you have left?
I had 20.
Okay, so you can climb. Do you have a climb speed or no?
No, not like this.
Okay, so you cover 10 feet. So take 6 points of damage as you kind of shred yourself climbing up the coral. But you reach the edge of the ship.
Nice.
All right.
That's it for me.
Whew. Okay. Yeah. The turtle lets out a low, kind of like sonorous sort of grunt in its chest and neck and throat, and you see all of the elves kind of like rise up on like the the toes of their feet as they sort of like hear this sound, as if they're bracing for something. All right, water team. Water team is going to swim over and grab onto the turtle. All right. Any other water team? Oh yeah. So. All right. So they're gonna move and dash to get over there. Yeah, I know they got to do the whole vortex thing. So hold on as they swim past it. I guess these guys could swim around. So yeah. All right.
Wasn't it within 25 feet?
Yeah. All right. Hold on while I roll 14 saving throws. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Let me roll some athletics checks. All right. Cool. And Calaximus, it's your turn.
Okay. I recklessly attack the turtle.
All right. All right. Yeah, 27 definitely hits. And 21 hits.
That's my move, and I need to make a Constitution. Well, I should have done this beforehand. I am grappled.
Well,
let's see.
You're what? Yeah, you're
Strength?
grappled by this dude. Correct.
Strength. So a 17. No, wait. Do I get advantage on when I'm raging on strength saves?
You do.
Okay, so 17.
Yep. So you wouldn't get pulled out of his grasp by the whirlpool, or take the 2d8 damage.
All right, sweet.
Okay, so you're still
right.
grappled by him. Swinging your sword at the turtle. You did 14 plus 23. Nice.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right, that's your turn. All right, as your turn ends, using a legendary action, the dragon turtle is going to, yeah, it's going to dash. Do you want to, as a reaction, well, actually, you're going to be pulled along with it. Because this guy is going to be grabbing onto it to go with it. So you're going to be pulled off with it. All right. So all of this is now 50 feet below the water. All right. Sounds good. All right. Up top, this team going to fire their ballista at the dragon turtle. Anybody want to fire it? First person to fire it, that's the attack roll we're going to use.
I did it the other 2 times.
Okay. Otherwise, I could do it. I don't mind. Just put it out there. Okay. I guess I'll do it. Oh,
there we go.
Holy shit.
Nice.
All right. That is a critical hit. Let's see what happens.
Is it like insta-kill? Instantly kills dragon turtles?
It is skewered. Quadruple damage. And he takes damage at the beginning of his turn for the next 8 turns. Holy shit.
Fuck.
Alright.
Nice.
Holy shit. Okay. So that is an extra... what is it? Quadruple damage, so 60-10 more damage. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, he is bloodied.
Hey!
Yeah.
All right, Laura.
When the turtle dived, what happened to me? Because I'm under him.
We already have the whirlpool going on, but I mean, science, if it was a thing in D&D, obviously a creature that big submerging would cause like this huge suction that would pull things down along with it, blah, 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 but we're not going to worry about it. So just deal with the whirlpool and then keep going.
Alright, so that's a strength save.
Yeah. The creature does seem intent on fleeing the battlefield. And it is a strength save. Alright, so you're pulled 10 feet down towards the thing? No?
I can use my reaction, right?
Sure.
Did I use it? I did. I used it on Absorb L. So no, I fail.
It comes back at the beginning of your turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I... looking at the way the current is flowing, I find the optimal route to swim.
Okay.
Okay. So he's running away. And what happened to the captain? Did he sink with the turtle?
That's what I need to ask. Those of you that were above on the ship part, do you, as a reaction, grab onto the ship and go with it, or do you just stay at the surface of the water when it's submerged? Specifically, Django, Bubbles, and Snuggly.
Would we be aware that in any way that it seems like the dragon turtle's trying to flee?
I mean, it suddenly dived under the water. So I guess in that instance, you just have to ask yourself, do you want to go along for a ride with this underwater ship, or do you want to be left behind on the surface?
All right, Django's going to go ahead and stay on the surface.
Okay, so you let the ship kind of into the water and stay there, okay?
Right.
Bubbles?
As a man who can't swim, I'd probably just hit the surface of the water and try my best to float.
Okay, fair enough. Snuggly, do you grab onto the ship or do you let it go without you?
I mean, my feet are sort of attached to it, so...
Oh, yeah. Do you use your reaction to let go then? Or do you just stay attached to it?
I'm just gonna stay on it.
Okay, alright. So all that being addressed, Laura, what are you gonna do?
Captain is a log again. Then I...
Well, he's in the water, but yeah, he's gonna start being paralyzed probably.
Okay, I'm gonna recast Levitate on him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tell the crew, get everyone that is down to safety. Or however safe you can get them. The turtle is escaping.
Okay.
Kevin,
Yeah.
too.
Well, Kevin, I'm gonna say is
He
right
can't swim,
next to the
right?
yeah. He's next to the ship. He definitely did not want to go underwater with this thing.
Yeah.
So he'll probably try to use the ship as a life preserver, or a raft or something.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll also swim towards the ship out of the whirlpool if I can.
Okay. Make an athletics check. Well, no, you made your save, right? So then,
Yeah.
I think you still have to make the athletics check to move on your own, though.
To move? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to swim to the ship.
Sure.
No. So I guess I stay in place.
Okay. All right, Django. You are now in the water with the whirlpool. Give me a strength save.
All right.
All right, yeah, you maintain your position. You are not pulled under the water. You're not battered about by the whirlpool. What would you like to do? If you want to move, you've got to make an athletics 14 to move.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to move. So I make the check first, right?
Correct.
All right.
All right, yeah, you are just sort of being using all of your energy to avoid being pulled under and battered around by the whirlpool. You can still take an action and a bonus action. You just can't use any movement.
All right, I guess seeing nothing else I can really do movement-wise, I guess I'll just let's see here. I guess I want to attempt to take let's see here. Let's see what else to do. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and take a dodge action. Then that just in my turn.
Okay. Now there are some bloodied sea elves who got left behind when the guy dipped underneath because they were not close enough to latch onto him, and they got battered by the whirlpool. So they're kind of like swirling around you, like Dorothy in the tornado to Kansas kind of thing. You see like these elves kind of like toilets swirling around you as you're maintaining your position.
Okay. I don't really care for them. I'll just let them swirl around.
All right.
Let's go ahead and take dodge action.
All right. As your turn ends, Tarek is going to use a legendary action again to dash. He's going to dive 50 more feet. Again, I ask, Snuggly, are you along for this ride?
What'll the total be now?
You'll be 100 feet underwater.
No, I'm gonna let go.
Okay. All right. Given all this force movement that's happening, Claximus, do you want to use a reaction to try to break the grapple and not get carried another 50 feet under?
Sure.
Okay. Go ahead and give me athletics. That is enough to break the grapple, so you would just be 50 feet down.
It would have left me.
Huh?
I'm just 50 feet down, so it left me. It's 100 feet down.
Yeah, it's 100 feet down.
Okay.
And then Pluggers, he definitely didn't go along for the ride, so he is 30 feet under the water, so he's 20 feet above you.
Cool.
All right. That brings us to your below deck crew. They are trying desperately to get away from the whirlpool, but also get to the surface. So we're going to say that's what they got up to this turn. This thing was left behind. All right. That brings us to boat crew. They're just hanging on. Underwater crew. All right, you let go. Underwater crew will not attack you a bunch of times. This underwater one wants to fight, but sees everybody else is leaving, so it's going to swim down and down and down. Bubbles, you're floating above the water.
Alright, I'm going to use Vine Whip to this corner of the ship to try to wrap around and pull myself in.
Okay. Yeah, if it's within 60 feet, you could do that. Just make an attack roll. It's a stationary object. Shouldn't be too... Oh. All right. You whip out, grab a piece of, like, railing, and the railing just tears free, and you pull it back towards you.
Yeah, I'm going to throw that in the water. I got another action, so I'm going to try again. 24.
24 definitely does it. You can Spider-Man your way to the ship.
On my way over, am I able to try to grab Django and drag him?
Oh man, that'd be super hype. You are like 60 feet up? Is that what levitate took you? 60 feet?
It's 20.
20? Oh yeah, that would work then. Django, give me an acrobatics check. See if you can be picked up or you grab onto Bubbles as he flies past.
All right, come on.
Nice.
18.
Are you like more like a Gwen Stacy, or are you more like a Mary Jane? Like what are we working with here for?
I don't know. It's like I just figured that this like the captain comes by. It's like just slow mo. Reach my hand up, and then we just sort of do like just like hit his hand, and then he just grabs me. And I just go. Aah!
Fair enough. All right.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action and give Fitz Chumlet some heal.
Okay. Also,
is there anybody else who's down?
I was so into the fact that your ballista got a critical hit that I forgot to do the rest of your surface people. So Sandara's gonna retroactively drag Green Marshmallow up onto the wreckage. This guy would have grabbed a hold of the ship and then shrank himself down.
Sure.
And then this guy would have swam and then dashed back to the ship. Assuming he made a strength save. Hold on. Because that could have been bad. Here we go. Strength save needs a 14. No, Katie, never mind. Athletics check. Was he able to swim at least? He was. Okay, so he took some damage. Is it enough to kill him? Oh. It was not. He has 3 whole hit points.
Great. Owlbear was down, though, right?
Owlbear is down and dying, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna healing word Owlbear.
Okay. Alright. Let's see that healing word, and then Snuggly to you. You're 50 feet down.
I'm gonna swim up,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna dash and swim up some more, and then I'm gonna
Fair
be
enough.
at the surface. And then that's
All
gonna
right.
be it.
As your turn ends, use his last leisure action to dive deeper. His turn comes up. It is going to swim and dash. Unless you guys want to pursue this thing underwater, you have scared it off.
No, I'm good. I just want to go
Okay.
after anyone else who's still alive because I need one alive.
All right. So, yeah. All right. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call to the crew and say, anyone who's strong and can swim, get under the ship and push it upwards.
All right.
Okay.
So the storm that was forming overhead continues to build up. The whirlpool that was created does not go away. The caster is still focusing on it. The whirlpool swirling your ship around and around in circles. All right. So, yeah. You go ahead, narratively, I guess. Tell me what you were trying to do in the last minute before everything just is destroyed, so that I know where your character stood, in these last moments before the campaign ended. What? Wow, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Before this encounter ended. So, Claximus, what is your primary focus in the last minute before all this goes to shit?
To swim after any elf that is alive.
Okay.
So I can knock him out.
You just killing him?
No, so I can knock him out so he can tell the tale of how his boss ran.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. So you're gonna save them, or just...
Well, yeah.
Or you're gonna leave them to be killed by the whirlpool and whatever denizens are in the ocean?
No, I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna take him. And I'm gonna knock him out if I can.
Yeah, sure. You go and you snatch up, 2. Does that work? You have 2 claws?
Yeah.
Elves? Alright. So, Laura, what do you do in the last minute before the whirlpool just kind of sucks everything down?
I'm gonna cast Rope Trick.
Okay.
Because I'm still in the whirlpool, and
Sure.
anyone that is nearby, it'll be a sort of short-term safe haven. So we could put any injured in there and try to salvage any treasure. But yeah, I'm casting Rope Trick near the boat.
Okay. Alright, this is under a minute you have to try to get as many people and things into the rope trick as possible.
Yeah, I just cast it and then I tell them, it's here.
Okay. Are you casting it
Get your
underwater?
stuff. I should make a check to see if I can swim out first.
Right.
So first the strength save. So I take damage. And I will give that swim a +5 so I can move.
Okay.
Yeah, so I should be able to get to the surface near the boat, and then put the rope trick just, I guess, 5 feet above the water, like right here.
Okay, there's a rope trick. All right. Bubbles Jr., what do you do?
Okay.
It sounded like you wanted people to try and fight the whirlpool to keep the ship up. Is that what you still want them to do, or?
That I would wanted to try to see if we could push the ship away from the whirlpool. But we need all the strong guys so we can get the push.
Okay.
That could actually. I was also thinking if there's any algae, like on the boat, if I could use plant growth on the boat to try to make it more buoyant, you know.
Okay. I mean, there is stuff growing on the boat. You could certainly try to use plant growth for that. Like basically, cause as much of the like the seagrasses and stuff that are on the ship to. But you guys just cleaned the ship when you were in Port Peril, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right.
Even if I could make it almost like a lily pad, even if there's just a little bit, you know.
Okay. And you got the big boys, and they're trying to fight it. So there's that.
I'm gonna also turn to Sandar and say, revive green marshmallow.
Okay.
Yeah. I have.
Lift, you can turn into something big.
Who can?
Lift could. And then we could use
Yeah.
Tarini to turn someone else into a big one too. With polymorph.
That's true. It's true. You could tow the ship out of the whirlpool.
Octopus would help hold it together. If Octopus
Okay.
is CR1.
Lift. What are the most important things that you want to take care of in the last minute before everything falls apart?
I'm pretty sure I can save this.
Okay. What do you got?
I can use control water. Finally, I'm at the right level.
Sweet. I think that actually can turn off whirlpools.
I am trying to read through the text, but it is like 500 things long here.
All right. Control water. Let's see. Last time somebody used this, they destroyed the sewer system of the city of Yartar. You can make a whirlpool, which is pretty much identical to the whirlpool you're dealing with right now.
Yeah, I'm thinking doing it like in the opposite direction.
That would be. I would say that you could do that for sure.
Okay.
Since this is literally a control water effect, I would say that you could use control water.
That's what I was trying to read through, and it was a little bit unnerving because I kept losing place.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
It's like a fucking novel.
So describe to us, Lift, this incredible sequence where you cast, you tell the ocean not today, and put everything back to normal.
Yeah, I looked down at my crotch and realized it was empty, and that's what spurred me to do this, thinking of my little flump who's below deck. And I look at this whirlpool, and you know, it's funny, you read my mind. I say, not today, whirlpool.
And all at once?
Yeah, and I snap my fingers, and it's like, let there be no whirlpool.
All at once, the sea is calm. Well done. Snugly. Tough act to follow. What do you do with the, I guess, plenty of time you have since the ship's not going to be sucked down into a whirlpool and destroyed?
Well, that's sort of like all happening at once.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
This time, I'm attempting to make sure that my miniature dire giraffe
Aww.
is okay.
All right, so you go to save Boodleflop. Got it. All right, Boodleflop will remember this. Boodleflop will remember this.
Good.
All right. Django.
All right, so I guess
I gotta be honest. If you're handing out revivifies, you might want to hand out now, because somebody took massive damage.
Yes, it's like, because that's what I was about to ask. Is like, is she like down?
Oh, she was killed. Yeah, she was killed by this.
Yeah. So let's see. So I see she's down, and immediately I grab the captain by his wrist and say, like, Captain, can you do like the revive thing?
Yeah. Who? On who? What's going on?
It's like, and I just quickly grab him and run over towards Shiva.
Yeah, she is steamed. She is a steamed pair of frog legs over here. All right, so Bubbles, you rush up.
I thought we decided we had a policy on this.
It's like, old timer, just shut the fuck up, okay?
Do you,
Well, what happens if we can't bring back everyone, we don't bring back anyone thing?
Wait, what? I don't remember that.
300 gold.
Bubbles,
I quickly reach into my pocket and hand over, like, here, just take it, just take it.
All right, everyone's fine.
Damn, that was a very pirate scene right there, where you basically charged the dude to save his girlfriend. All right,
I've got enough to cover it. I'll take it out.
her eyes open, and she her throat sac kind of bulges, and she just sort of like looks around. She sees you, Django, and she wraps arms and legs around you with sticky suction cups. Looking around for harm and danger. She doesn't see any. Whew, holy shit. All right.
I quickly wrap my arms around her and say, like, no, I didn't want to lose you too, darling.
I have a question for my Rememify, for some flavor text. Can it be vines that like enter their chest and like start pumping the heart?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Absolutely. That's dope. Okay.
I get that.
All right. So we did a full round robin. You guys look around for Annalora. I guess she's having like coffee and biscuits or something in like a parallel dimension. Your big boys are swimming alongside the ship, trying to hold it aloft if they can. They are both very strong, but they will need help. They will definitely need help.
I knock on the trap door to Annalora.
Okay.
I need you to use it. Yeah, give me that. Give me a bigger potion. I think it's in. I think you got it in your bag of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a potion of growth.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that to help keep the boat together after. Would I be smart enough as a giant octopus to keep the boat together?
You would have the brain of an octopus. Octopus very smart. You would remember who your friends are. And
my boat is my friends.
I guess if there was someone that could communicate to you to let you know that they needed you to do that, I mean that would work.
Okay. I think octopus is CR1.
Yeah. You wanted what was it?
Tarini.
Yeah. You wanted her to polymorph. Got it. Okay. So what are you thinking? Like another octopus, an elasmosaur?
Oh well, I was thinking like I would drink this growth potion. I would turn into an octopus and be really, really big. Mm-hmm. And then I would just keep this boat together.
Wouldn't it be better to turn someone else into an octopus? Because you have a lot of strength already.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, anyone else. Yeah.
Okay. So
You're
Mr. Pluggers. Maybe turn Mr. Pluggers into that.
Okay. Oh, all right. I don't know why I put down two. We don't. Yeah, you only get one. All right. So, working together in the night, in the storm, you guys are keeping the ship afloat. You're being buoyed by the wind.
Buoyed.
Yeah, buoyed. And the water, the current, kind of tossing you to and fro. there is still your jolly boat.
Is there any lands
Sendara.
nearby?
Oh yeah, and Sandara could also do her hat.
Ooh, that could help us tug it.
Can I remember if there's any islands or lands near where this happened?
You are close to a very small, remote island, but it shouldn't be more than like 20 miles from your current location. That is definitely the only island that is close by.
That is the island we gotta go to.
Is there anybody on the island, or is it like desolate?
The island is thought to be uninhabited.
Thought to be.
Either way, we have to go there. I have one question.
Okay.
At
Only
the
one?
beginning of the yes. At the beginning of the campaign, I think you said fabricate could be used to repair ships.
It can.
Okay, so we need to find someone that can either cast fabricate or scroll of fabricate. I think it's like level 9, so.
I think fabricate is 5th?
I think we're just gonna have to fix the boat ourselves on this island on the way.
Yeah, fabricate's actually only a 4th level spell.
Oh, it's 4th. Okay.
Yeah. Alright. I will, I guess, take you guys over to that island. Let's see. Did I grab everybody? I guess if I missed anybody, they just, I don't know. We'll say they didn't make it.
Bye, lift.
No. I'm still controlling this damn water.
Oh, did I forget you? Alright, hold on. How about now? There we
Snuggly too.
It's too late. Lift is dead.
go. Wait, did I miss Snuggly also?
Yeah, Snuggly's in the corner.
Oh man.
All the way up there at the top.
Nobody put Snuggly in the corner. Hold on.
There.
Alright. Anyone else that I'm missing? Luigi? You could just resummon Luigi, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. We probably don't need all these sea elves, just the 2 that you kidnapped.
Saved?
Oh, right.
Quote unquote, as I wait for one to wake up so I can eat it while he's alive.
Oh, jeez.
He's gonna suffer. This is my boat.
Oh, they're going to suffer.
One of them has to survive to tell the tale that his boss is a coward in rain.
No, I mean we're gonna get a lot of information about him before.
Okay.
I guess I have 10 minutes of this control water, so I'm trying to help.
Yeah, that would
boat.
definitely help, yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing that stuff, and I could cast it one more time if needed.
That could definitely help us move the boat. Because it's just on tug power right now.
Yeah, so I give you 20 minutes of pushing the boat, keeping it up on surface, and I could still shape change if I can't turn it to a whale. I just looked, but that would have been cool.
Alright, swimming and hauling the ship 20 miles with the control water assisting, large sea creatures, strong boys, boats with ropes tugging and pulling. Yeah, you guys would reach it probably around morning. Sounds about right, since it was already pretty late in the middle of the night. Okay. I've got an island ready. What are you talking about? Of course I do. You're the one that doesn't have an island ready.
It's true, I don't.
Everyone could tell this is where things were headed, or something. Alright. This'll work. Alright. Can everybody see?
My boat.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
It looks so good.
It's like this was planned.
No, but I have like 15 shipwreck maps, because apparently when you're making maps, you have to do like all the same maps that everyone else has already done, instead of coming up with new maps. So, not trying to throw shade on map creators. You guys are amazing, but we don't need any more shipwreck maps. Please don't make any more shipwreck maps. Okay. So, Please don't make any more. All right. So, you are... Yeah. Some of you have exhaustion from the breath weapon. Go ahead and give me constitution saves for just the ordeal you went through to see if you gain any additional or new exhaustion from that. The DC from this ordeal, I am going to set it a 15 because surviving a shipwreck and then hauling the ship to shore is pretty crazy.
That's a 2 for me.
Is that everybody?
I mean, everybody was a PC. I'm just going to assume all the NPCs got exhausted. Yeah.
This is an overtime check, so no
yes,
assistance.
This represents all of the efforts of 20 miles of hauling the ship.
This is like halfway through, Bubbles Jr. collapsed because of haste wearing off.
Fail.
But only for 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got right back up.
All right. It takes 1 long rest segment to get rid of a point of exhaustion, so just keep that in mind as well.
Man, it's been a long time since we've been shipwrecked.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want these 2
Alright.
buttholes lashed up to a tree upside down. No gear. Blindfold them. Bind their mouths. No spells.
All right. Do you strip them down too, or no?
Yeah, they're stripped down. Like, nothing.
Okay.
I checked their prison pockets, too.
Wow. Okay.
Break their fingers so they can't do any
No, I can't kill them yet.
No, you'll kill them. Break their fingers so they can't cast if they have.
I mean, they're at 0. I think if I break their fingers, they'll die.
Okay.
Separate trees. Not both trees.
Oh, separate trees?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one over there. Yeah.
All right. Give me just a second. I actually had info if you took one of them prisoner.
Sweet.
I think that means you made the right choice.
I made the hungry and the angry choice. So one of these is gonna get eaten alive.
The angry choice.
I was about to say, we have food for a few days, you know.
Okay, Anna Laura, can you hop into the secret chat real quick?
This doesn't change my decision. One of these is getting eaten alive.
I agree.
Changes nothing. It changes nothing for me.
And I almost got rid of control water.
I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, that was a clutch move there.
And someone said druids are worthless. Ha!
Yeah, druids are fucking great.
Not me. I would never
anyone.
say such thing.
Wow, I thought we were about to lose it all.
We
gonna
did
have to-
lose it all. We lost all the fucking ship.
Well, no, we still have the ship, Captain. The ship can be repaired. Come on, think One Piece, remember? One Piece.
Well, no, in One Piece the ship couldn't be repaired. They had to get a new
No,
ship.
they kept repairing it until it couldn't be repaired no more.
Look, this thing is broken in half.
Just like in the anime.
Just like in the anime, where it broke in
Just
half. They were like, yeah, no,
Just
you can't do it.
like in the anime. And what happened? It came back and saved them. We have to do everything we can to fix this ship.
Oh no, we're going to try our damnedest. We're going to try our damnedest.
We need to install some of those like cola boost engines in the back of this thing.
I was thinking that. If we had that, we could easily have gotten away from that.
That's exactly.
I mean, except the ship was broken in half before we even knew it was happening.
That's true. But
Yeah. There's
Look,
no
we
way
got
out of
Kevin, and he can turn into a kaiju. This is gonna be easy.
I say we eat Wume first. She's a rabbit. She looks
that.
tasty.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay. So
I was thinking Pigo because
should
he's a
we
pig.
eat like Aldfaer first or something, since he's the biggest and he would eat the most?
Pigo has the most fat, so we can run off her the most.
We're not eating anybody yet, but if we are eating somebody, definitely Pigo first.
What
We
is
can't
this?
start out as Pigo.
Is this your first time out in the ocean? You're not gonna starve.
We're
There's
just
fish
playing out
everywhere.
of there. We're joking. Our ship just got destroyed. We gotta have something.
I was more thinking she was going to be screaming all night, and it's a small island, so that's why I picked her.
much to your amazement, you see little Sweet Roll wash up on the beach. Sweet Roll's still alive.
That's my boy!
Who didn't make it? No.
I got
Didn't make
3.
it.
Zek, Plume, Nash, and Ajahi,
Gong,
I
gong.
think. So 4.
Gong.
Oh, Gong.
I'll be honest, I thought Fifth Shumlet was done for.
So did
Nah,
I.
he's a real
I think
character.
most of us did, yeah.
I'm gonna pat Phipps. So you might have lost an eye, but you gained some charisma for it.
Yeah, he's got his mouth is all ripped apart. Remember, he took that crit to the mouth also. Like I mean, he was already had a pretty scarred up mouth anyways. But it's like he made out with a cheese grater. It's really bad.
Yeah, well, we don't
That's
need.
got to be at least a +2 to intimidation checks. Right?
Oh yeah. There's definitely people that are looking at Fifth Shumlet in a whole new light. I mean, they knew Drosha was a fucking brick house, so they're just kind of like, yeah, I figured she'd survive. But everyone else is like, wow. All right, so what is on these sea elves? Okay, sharkskin leather. What's sharkskin leather do? It's just leather armor. That's all. I mean, it looks pretty cool, I guess, if you want to dress up like a sea elf. It comes with the helmet and everything. It's got like the mother of pearl, like gilding kind of thing going on there.
Leather or is it studded leather?
According to these here stats, it is leather. Yeah. Let's see. But I mean, helmets don't do anything in 5e, so you could just take the helmet to wear it and look cool, I guess. Each of them on their person was carrying 16 gold worth of undersea currency. So essentially like polished pearls and seashells of exceptional beauty, cut with patterns, that sort of thing. There's no money changes of 5e, so just assume that they each had 16 gold worth of undersea money. Each of them has 1 dose left of their paralytic toxin. That's pretty cool. But if not stored underwater, prolonged exposure to the air will cause everything to dry out. Yes, I know there's such things as bottles, just letting you know. It needs to stay in a bottle. Let's see, they have coral rapiers, which are like normal rapiers, but made of coral. So when they're dry, they look kind of stony, but then when they're wet, they look like, you know, neon paint splattered all over them. And that is all they had on them.
Well, I'm sure glad we traded our ship for 32 gold pieces. That was great.
Yeah, it was worth it.
An equal trade.
Totally.
Junior's gonna pick up he's gonna pick up a plank and hit this lady with it like a fucking pinata.
Oh, damn. All right. As you approach to hit her with the plank, she cries out in Aquan, Laura, don't let him hit me, please. Do you hit her
I don't
anyways?
say anything.
Okay.
How does she know who you are?
I'm just gonna yell out, I don't talk like that! And I hit her with the fucking plank.
All right. Yeah, you hit her with the plank and she's knocked out because Claxmus had already dropped her to like 0 health.
I will keep her alive, so if I think she's gonna die, cast the basic bits. Wait, I'm gonna feed her a good.
Now, Drosh is going about the task of inventorying your remaining hold Who wants the terrible responsibility of rolling a d20 to see how much was lost when the ship started to sink?
I'll do it.
Is higher better?
Use DM inspiration on it.
Higher is better. This is 100% RNG.
yeah.
Jesus. You're just rolling 1d20.
Use DM inspiration.
It
Use
does
DM.
not on this roll. This is just
Motherfucker.
RNGesus. Here we go. Who's rolling it? The
That's
first
like,
d20 roll we see.
I'll do it.
I feel like the captain should do it. But...
Oh.
Uh,
Okay.
Django is like, it's all this stuff right here, and then a big wave comes in and takes it all.
Hey, so Laura, who keeps track of inventory, 75% of your remaining plunder was lost during the attack.
That's not much.
We used all our plunder.
That's what I'm saying. It is what it is. It is what it is. But that is 75% of your remaining plunder.
Alright, we just build a boat.
So 250. I mean, we can all build
Should I just change it to gold then? Because it's like 1/4.
If it drops below a plunder, yeah, just convert it back to gold.
Okay.
I kind of nod at Clacksmith. Like, I'm glad you got that sword, buddy.
On the bright side, we got 500 gold, guys. We got 500 gold.
Yeah.
And we got a whole island to fix of trees to fix this boat with.
The island does appear to be extremely lush with vegetation. If you would like, you can send your intelligent flyers in the air to kind of get you an aerial view of what's going on.
That'd be preferred.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Okay. So, piecing together reports from your flyers, you get a general sense that this is what the island looks like when viewed as a whole.
It's all black.
Oh, alright, hold on.
When it's viewed as a whole at night, that's what it looks like.
With no moon.
Dynamic lighting's hard. There we go.
Yeah.
It's still on black for me.
I can see it reload.
Yeah.
Yay, nay?
I can see it.
Yeah, I'm still reloading.
I just reloaded. I don't see it.
I think you can see it because you have all-seeing eye somewhere.
No, yeah, because
Or a camera somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
I thought everyone could see all-seeing eye. Oh, okay. Why is it only Claxmus? Oh, you were using it as a cameraman and we took that off. There we go. How about now?
no change.
Maybe it's just a really dark island.
Oh my god.
Their tokens are
just
on the
drag
map.
yourself on the island. Just drag yourself.
Yeah, just drag yourself out. You should be able to see now. I don't know.
Drag yourself on the island.
Oh, I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good now.
Ah. Beautiful.
Alright. So when questioned, Luigi could try his best to answer any questions you might have.
You're muted.
Oh, is someone talking?
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was still loading when you.
Oh, sure.
This island's cool as hell. Why is this abandoned?
I mean, there is an ominous sort of whirlpool in the very center of it.
Yeah, that's what makes it cool as hell.
Yeah.
There's huts there.
Yeah, there's lots of ruins here.
Where are the huts?
And there is sort of a elevation when you go to the north side of the island. It's higher up than the south side of the island. Except of course for this right here.
Could be an old civilization. Maybe no one lives there because of the giant sea monster.
Not everybody loves giant monsters. Like,
Oh, it's a dragon turtle.
I mean, there are stories.
know.
There are stories of permanent whirlpools that lead to other planes of existence.
yeah, that's what I want to know.
I'm glad you do.
The only thing I want to know
That's
is
what
how do
I,
we
the
fix this
player,
boat?
want to know.
Oh yeah, that's easy enough. You just cut down some of these fucking trees and rebuild the ship. Should only take a couple weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rebuild an entire ship. Like, it's
You
not
have,
about
you have like at least 60% of a ship right here.
something broken in half.
Yeah.
Right, but you still have most of the ship.
I mean, we don't really have a choice, Captain. We got to rebuild the boat.
Okay, so we're gonna have to completely replace the meal. This is like the whole ship.
I mean, Luigi does tell you there's a really big tree over here, bigger than all the rest. Looks real special. You could use that to make like a new mast.
That's the DM trying to put us on a side quest.
We're not falling for that. We're not falling for that.
Yeah, before you cut down any trees, let Lift take a look at them. Or the captain.
This could be a way
pretty
cooler
awesome.
base than some
Yeah, Captain, just talk to the trees. See which good trees are for making boats. You got this.
I'll talk to the trees and the plants.
Snugly, Luigi does agree with you that this does seem to be a pretty nice place. That it's in the location you were looking for, because it's it's more central to this Silver Coast, which is where you guys do most of your work.
This place looks pretty great, guys.
Look, there's,
Yeah,
there's a little coral reef off the coast. Huh?
There's a reef. There's a whirlpool.
We haven't walked 5 feet.
Yeah,
Before we decide
just
that,
got a
we
lot
gotta
of
explore.
flying.
Yeah,
On top of that, well, what about Candyland? I thought we were gonna take over Candyland.
we don't need to explore this island. We just need to fix the boat.
No, I
It's
agree.
gonna take a couple of weeks.
Okay? I'm not trying to get distracted.
Yeah, let's just stay right here.
I'm gonna talk to the trees. I'm gonna try to figure out what's the best trees, the strongest trees.
I need to see this tree though. I need to.
Yeah, go. I have faith in your ability to fly. So
I don't think you can fly yet. Oh,
I
no,
can
think you
fly.
Okay, yeah.
I can fly.
you
I
just
can
got
fly.
that. Yeah.
So are we just do I have leave to go fly over there and check it out?
Sure.
Yeah, go for it.
All right then. It seems totally safe. I'll turn into like a giant
You're
eagle.
gonna let him go alone?
Wait. Just
So-
take me with you.
Before you go, Bubbles, you were interviewing local flora.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Hit me with your top questions. So what we got.
Okay, so we're looking for some strong ass trees. Not ones that maybe could pull themselves out of the ground and pummel you, but like like rooted regular trees that are just pretty strong and big.
Okay. Well, trees are very. I'm not sure to be mean, but I would assume trees aren't super smart. I mean, I know like the black walnut learned how to hack tree internet, so I mean, I guess they're kind of smart. And I guess trees had internet before human beings, so I guess they are kind of smart, but like in a tree way. Yeah, the more you learn about trees, the more unsettling they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The trees appraise you. Do you present yourself honestly and openly, or do you use deception to appear differently than you are?
Yeah, let me. I'm just trying to persuade him. I'm not trying to deceive him anyway.
Okay.
I do something. I'm a monkey, and I'm technically a plant.
All right, because they operate off a tree internet, you're kind of talking to all the trees in the area. All the trees in the area, they're crafty. They see you got a broken ship. Now you're asking questions. So they're like, the strongest trees are further north, deep in the jungle. The trees here are very weak. Very weak.
Am I able to see that I'm being played?
Give me an insight check.
21.
21. Yeah, these trees are saying anything they can to not get chopped down.
All right. Well, thanks. That's what we were looking for. We were actually looking.
But if you want the biggest, strongest tree without going too far, you could go and speak with the great mother of the coast.
Fuck that. I got plant growth. I'll just make it bigger.
Oh, I mean, that works too.
Yeah.
All right. Did you have any other questions for the local plants?
Nah. I mean, unless you guys have any. Do any humanoids live in the island?
Oh, they get a little quiet and they're like, yes. The spiky ones.
Okay. What do you mean by spiky?
They are spiky, like a seed pod.
Yeah, no, we're not dealing with this shit. All right. Well, thanks for talking to me. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay. So, Lift, you're flying over to the mother of the coast?
Yep, I'm taking Snuggly with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you plan to hurt Mother of the Coast, or is this a peaceable mission?
It's peaceable.
Okay, I will hold off on the map then. All right. So you head on over to the Mother of the Coast. It's a big It's a big tree. It's a very big tree. It is at the very edge of a small forest. You notice that the trees here are different than the trees near the ship. This was more dense jungle. These seem to be a bit more... Well, they don't seem to be native to the island. The trees here definitely seem to be... gosh. My tree knowledge is like completely out of there. You'd find them in more like a mainland temperate climate and less of a tropical climate. So like oak trees, maybe? Sound about right? Like, yeah.
So it
Which,
looks like
again, doesn't make sense. Yeah. Now this one right here definitely kind of towers above the rest and almost kind of fans its branches defensively around all the smaller trees. All right. As you approach, nothing comes out and attacks you. The trees don't do anything.
Interesting.
As far as size goes, the tree is tremendous. Easily 100 feet tall.
Snuggly. Snuggly's on me. Anything,
Okay.
Snuggly?
It's a really tall tree.
Okay.
And those other trees, they're also tall.
I mean, I don't see anything besides like the trees. I don't see any life forms. Any people?
Oh, like animals and stuff?
Well, no. Like anything out of the ordinary. Any spiky peoples, anything like that.
Go ahead and give me a survival check. Probably the best for this. You don't see any signs of other humanoids, but you do see tracks. The tracks are several days old. They came from and then returned to the north.
Okay.
Yeah, so like from this way. The tracks seem to be made by a bipedal humanoid creature. Maybe medium size, but pushing it. Like more like a small into a medium, like a dwarf would be. Heavy set, and adorable toe beans. Similar to like Django's toe beans, but more like sweet rolls. I don't know how much of a toe bean expert Lift is, but I assume it's part of like a druid's job to know the toe beans.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, I did a little recon. I'll go ahead and fly.
You also see, following the tracks, that they lead to a small druidic altar at the base of the tree. Apparently, whatever these creatures are, that have four adorable toes and sharp little nails, they come here to leave offerings at this tree. The offerings include a great assortment of bones, all picked clean of flesh, polished, and scrimshawed into like fish and birds and flowers, things like that. Some of the scrimshaw is stained with natural dyes. They all are very beautiful, and if you were to steal them from this altar, you could probably, sell them back in civilization for a tidy amount of money.
Yep, nope, I'm not going to steal anything right now. I'm still doing just air surveillance.
Sure. Okay.
And then before, I didn't want to get too far on my own, but I'd like to follow the tracks up a little ways just to see.
Sure. You pull like one of them druid moves where you like land, and while you're landing, just seamlessly turn back into yourself, do like some like tracking shit, and then turn back to a bird and fly away. Obviously, your wild shape budget wouldn't support that level of coolness, but we'll just pretend that's what's happening. All right, so you kind of make your way along the coast looking for tracks. It does, in fact, lead up along the coastline here. And you notice that there are little hunting trails suitable for dwarf-sized creatures to use.
Adorable footed creatures. Perfect.
You do find, as you're searching and following the trail, occasional discarded quills. The quills are sort of a dirty bone color with a dark brown at the base and a bright white at the tip. You can do a knowledge nature check if you'd like.
Yeah. Let's see.
Maybe porcupines? But it'd be pretty big. Dire porcupines?
Nah, okay, spiky. It's all coming together now. You said quills. I was thinking they were dropping pins on the way, but that didn't make any sense.
I mean, these quills could be fashioned into pens, but...
Oh, yeah. I'll snatch one of those and then fly back to the crew.
All right. Do you guys want to go back to your ship map, or you want to stay on the island map?
If you share that information with us, right?
Yeah, I share the information. I'm pretty sure they have an altar on this island for me. I'm not sure how they knew about me. But I'm assuming it's mine, and I give you guys the quill and say they have adorable feet, and these are the spiky people.
Okay.
Look, I don't really care about the natives. Like, let's just get the boats fixed and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, well, we gotta think about rotations, Captain, of watch. I think we should take up nights. I ain't trying to let anyone get kidnapped.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. And then we need rotations during the day. People who can use guns, I want them to use the long guns. They can post up in, I think there was 2 trees near the sand, so that's where they're gonna post up.
I'm good with a rifle. I can do that.
Can we also send in the logging team, like, as like a whole group of people?
It should always be a group.
Yeah, like a large group.
Yeah. Kevin's gonna really help out with this, and we should always do it nearest, not in, nearest to the sand.
Yeah.
That way they can be in sight.
Gotcha.
And then
even the smaller trees too, like in plant growth, so they're bigger. So that way we're minimizing the amount of trees that we need.
No sleeping spread out, no sneaking off to fornicate.
Yeah.
This is going to be a low morale situation.
We're entering emergency mode. So
yeah.
Sadly, we don't have much of a choice.
I did tell you guys that these are more sturdy, like inland trees down here, than these like palm trees and stuff.
Look, man, like I got a bad feeling. If anybody knows trees, it's me. I got a bad feeling about those trees.
Yeah. I don't necessarily want to destroy them, but I do want to take we're going to be here for some time, so I would like to go check out this mama tree.
Just don't upset the tree. Don't harm the tree. Don't steal anything from the altars. Like,
try not to get kidnapped.
Don't get kidnapped. We're doing the Star Trek style. Like we're not gonna prime directive. We're just here to fix the boat and leave.
Yep.
This is the first druid altered thing I've seen. Okay.
You're just gonna have to. It's not your story. It's Django's story time, and we need to get right back to Django Unleashed.
I move up to lift and then gently pat him with my hand paw. Just say, "Pretty boy, look. Focus. All right, focus. All right."
The altar will be here. The altar. Unless someone else comes here and destroys it.
Let's be fair, nobody's coming to this fucking planet. Or this fucking island. Sorry, I'm stuck in Star Trek mode still.
Oof. Man, it's dangerous around here.
Okay.
I'm totally gonna wait until people.
I go over to lift, and I sort of pat, instead of his back, since I'm super short, like the back of his leg.
Sure.
And I'm like,
don't worry, I'll just make you invisible later. You can sneak off and investigate your altar.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I was gonna get a night of sleep and then go over there.
Fucking leave you on this island.
I will fly after you. I mean, we're gonna be here for weeks. I'm talking about a day.
I understand that, but when you get kidnapped, we're fucking leaving.
Don't get kidnapped.
We set up the ground rules.
Yep.
If you want to fucking not listen to them, you don't have to listen to them, but we're not becoming the same.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't say any of that out loud, but I am gonna sneak out.
Okay. All right. Before we handle that, my understanding, based on what I've heard from super serious Claximus and mega serious Captain Bubbles Jr., is that everybody is doing work camps, 24/7 surveillance, buddy system. Possibly everyone's tied together, chain gang style. Like, this is their life now. Is that my understanding of all this? Like, willing to destroy morale to get ship repaired as quickly as possible, minimize the amount of people that go missing.
Yes.
Yeah. And when we say chain gang, we're in the fucking chain gang. Like, we're chaining ourselves up.
Okay. All right. Anna Laura, is there anything that you're adding to this, or?
I'm not doing any of that.
Oh.
I'm just gonna be, I guess, working on potions and stuff. I will talk to the sea elf at some point.
Or do you wait till you have privacy to do so? Because most people speak all the languages that you guys speak. I mean, Elven, Sylvan, Aquan, those are the 3 languages.
I mean, if you know her, it's fine. That's fine, Anwar. If you know her, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't really care about... No, I don't care if they hear.
Okay.
It's just, I was going to wait until, like, she wakes up and stuff.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, we're going into sort of a wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey situation here as we kind of progress, because it's going to take a while to repair the damage to the ship.
Yeah, okay, so...
I mean, it's going to take a while, like, I don't know, like, Django could, like, teach people how to shoot guns and, like, a cool training montage on the beach. I don't know, like...
Django feels like this would help.
This is the part of the movie where they winter in the mountains together, Django? For Christ's sake, man.
Yep.
I'm trying to make your fantasies come true. Jeez.
I don't remember.
And I appreciate you. Though there is one thing, all right? So at one point, I want to, pull Shivaka to the side, and I want to make sure I'm saying this with really heavy sarcasm, so she knows I'm joking.
Sure, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the croaking people, they love sarcasm.
Grin, showing off all my sharp teeth, and say, like, so since you got Revivify this time, that means we even, right?
She kind of narrows her eyes, and she nods. And then she says, in complete honesty,
Yeah, I thought that was really the end. I can't believe, And
she looks over at Captain Bubbles Jr., who there's no fun left. His fun meter is completely empty, and he's just like whipping with chains like his pirates.
I am not whipping any.
Oh, sorry.
He's actually chains with them. He's chains with them.
With an axe.
He's chained himself to his own pirates, and he's thorn whipping them if they try to get out of line. And he's growing trees, and he's talking to them so that they'll grow faster, and then he's murdering his own tree babies to like get wood for his ship. And she just kind of shakes her head, and she's like,
yeah, something's happened to him, Like ever since he became a free captain, he's changed.
Well, it's like I told you before, darling. We've all changed. We all used to be something, and now something else. I just didn't want to. I was told that Jimmy was alive, but I lost him, and I just didn't want to lose you too.
What are you gonna do about that whole Jimmy thing? Like, if he's alive, the Shackles are a big place. He could be anywhere. You think he's still at Candyland? Well,
I'll say this. If Jimmy was craft sumbitch, so if he did manage to get away, that would be... I wouldn't be surprised, but if he's there, well, and he's alive, I don't really hold out much hope for whatever state he might be in.
Yeah, I've heard bad things about this place. Real bad things. But,
yeah, she kind of gets like real awkward, and she's just like...
I grab her hand and say, look, I know the first time we met was a bit awkward, but I couldn't see myself with anyone else other than you. And I mean that.
I was gonna say that because I used to be a pretty successful slaver, I might have some clout still in Candyland if you needed me to, like, go undercover or something.
Well, that might work. Kinda lost all my nice clothes that I had before, but I think if I ditched the hat and borrow one of Onlor's nerd glasses, might still be able to pull off most of that disguise I had in mind.
Alright, well, I guess you're just gonna, like, keep everybody safe with that rifle. I'll get up in the trees, keep an eye out there, and we'll, like, tag team this thing.
You got it, darling. Pull her in for a smooch, and then head off to start the watch.
This is because that Sandara girl got stolen off the ship a long time ago, and they had to go on this crazy adventure to get her back, and they're probably worried that's exactly what's going to happen this time.
Well, you didn't have me last time, now did you?
Well, actually, last time I was one of the bad guys, so when they returned, I was waiting to kill them, so...
Why does it seem the bad ones always seem to fall for me?
Anyways, I doubt that'll happen because, how lazy could writers possibly be, right? That's nuts. Okay.
You're both Junior in the distance yelling, I know Pazio! I know fucking Pazio! I know what's coming! He just going to the fucking point slot!
Alright. that night, no, we'll do Anna-Laura first, because this is a pretty important thing that's going to happen with Lift, so we'll do Anna-Laura's thing next. Alright, we'll take you back to the beach for this one. Anna-Laura, you approach the upside-down prisoner, because they're, naked and upside down on trees. Is that my understanding of this? This is how we store prisoners? Okay.
This is how we store prisoners to destroy my ship?
Can't tell if you're pirates or Americans. Whatever. Alright, so, a few hours pass. She does wake up again. All the blood going to her head, getting all dried out. You know how it is. Constant moisturizing when you're on the surface. She sees you looking at her, and she can't help but let out a little bark of laughter. Because Aquin on the surface sounds like Murloc's, it's horrible laughter. But she lets it out anyways. You really glammed up, didn't you?
And what happened to you?
What happened to me? I lost my job. That's what happened to me.
And Tereg was the answer?
Getting away from Leviathan was the answer. He was in the area, he was recruiting. I didn't have anything keeping me there, so... You don't know how bad it's gotten since you left. Not that you leaving had anything to do with it, but the timing was kind of crazy. But I mean, it's not your problem, right? I mean, you're like a surface self now, so with your fancy clothing and whatever all that is going on there. She kind of motions at your firearm and your boots. She kind of throws up a little bit, yeah.
Have you seen my sister? Yeah.
Oh, do you mean you didn't hear? You don't know? That
no.
She was chosen to be the new High Priestess of the Leviathan?
And is that how you lost your job?
I lost my job because I refused to follow out her orders. She and those who put her in power have a very strange idea that waking up the Leviathan is a good idea. And one of the things they're trying to do to entice it to awake is sacrifices.
Of what kind?
Well, they started with criminals, they started with outcasts, they started with enemies. None of those were garnering any attention. So they decided to try children.
So get children.
Yeah. Yeah, they've gone crazy. Okay? So yeah, I joined up with some pirates and put my skills to use.
How many of the crew were deserters like you?
Probably like an even dozen. The rest were outcasts.
And that one over there?
Oh, her? She was there when I joined up. Goes by the name Orem, no surname.
So we don't even know which part of the Leviathan she's from?
Well, a lot of outcasts are stripped of their names or simply turn away from them.
I'm gonna.
You don't
go
have to
untie
keep
her
us upside down. We're gonna die. Our gills are gonna invert or something. I don't know. I don't have training in nature or medicine, but I'm pretty sure that's
It'll
gonna
be
happen.
fine. I've been up here for long enough, and I'm fine.
Are you
I'm
though?
gonna untie her.
I mean, look at your feet. Your beautiful webbed feet. You've got boots on them. Why would you do that to yourself?
Look, after the 5th time, I got glass in my feet.
You have glass because you walk around like a... She kind of looks over at the crazed monkey who's chained himself to his crew and is whipping everybody with his thorn whips and is raising tree babies so that he could slaughter them. And she whispers real low, like an ape.
It may not be the best lifestyle, but from what you have told me, it sounds like it's way better than it is down there. Gotta put it up right.
It's a big ocean. Just because it's bad by the Leviathan doesn't mean it's bad everywhere else. Look, I know how ships work, sort of. I mean, Tarek was a ship, I guess. You're obviously down crew. You obviously need help. Wouldn't we be better served to you, like assisting instead of just hanging from trees?
Can you vouch for that one? Because if not, my friend is going to eat him.
Look, whatever that one does is their business. But yeah, I mean, I don't think they're gonna try anything. Where else are they gonna go? Well, I mean, I guess they'd go into the ocean and swim away to safety. So yeah, I could definitely understand why you would have concerns.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to them and see what they think.
Okay.
I'm gonna find the captain and Claxon.
Mm-hmm.
Captain, stop whipping yourself, Captain.
We gotta build the tree.
Give me. Let me talk to you for 1 second.
Captain, are you there?
I can see this thing going off. Oh, there it is.
I'm whipping myself. I go, make more trees! Make more trees!
Captain.
Yeah, huh?
I need to speak with you. And Claximus, you too.
Look, I don't get another break for another 16 hours. Alright.
I'm so glad you're serious.
I want to point out this is
the
this is like the first day, right? So you're doing all this on like 2 levels of exhaustion, Captain Bubbles? Am I understanding that correctly?
I have 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I will have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is gonna be quick.
Yeah.
So the 2 prisoners we got. I know one of them.
Yeah. Okay.
I can vouch for one of them.
I'm gonna look at Adelora and be like, we got 3 people dead because of them, right?
Captain is like way more than 3. It's like 5.
We had like 5 people dead because of them, right?
It was because of the turtle.
Well,
Not because of that.
It was on the back of the turtle.
Look, I know her from back home. and I can vouch for her. The other one, not so much. You can speak with them, or just do whatever, do whatever you like with them. But this one, I think she can be of help. We've lost some people, and we could use more help.
That's gonna be a real big blow. I mean, already morale is probably low.
Yeah,
so, I mean, she'll be your responsibility, but she'll be working just as hard as everybody else.
Remember, we don't take slaves anymore.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to keep an eye on her, because, I mean, as soon as we're ravenous. They're mad. The morale's low, they're gonna take it out on anyone.
Yeah.
She was... Yeah, I'll take responsibility for her.
Alright.
Alright, then. I trust you, so...
I guess I'll go up to the other one and start speaking to it in Crab, because I don't know Setagao Aquan.
Crab is a dialect of Aquan, yeah.
Just like pinch its nose, like, wake up.
Okay. It wakes up.
Okay, so you got like two choices. I'm either gonna eat you.
Stares daggers at you. Yep.
Okay, I'm either gonna eat you, or I'm gonna put you to work.
You like slavery?
Well, not as a slave. She need to put to work. We gotta get off this island.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm a distance from myself from the morals. I don't think we should put that.
You don't think she should? Okay, well, I'm either gonna eat you, or you're just gonna hang out and I'm gonna fatten you up and then I'm gonna eat you. You know, that's pretty much your choice. You could join, and then I won't eat you.
Okay, she kind of she turns her head to the side and says, "You would have me join this
Watch what you say. Whoa. This is a free captainship, I'll have you know.
I feel like that's accurate.
And look at where you're at.
So you're Shanghaiing me.
We're pirates. You're pirates. This is a natural thing.
Collect. If one's joining us, then the other could go alive and like tell the story about how their dragon turtle friend here.
Maybe she's smart enough to see how great of a base this island would be.
This is all an awkward, so you don't be quiet. I don't need you.
I got you.
Look, I've been doing this a long time. I can never return to my homeland. The seas are a dangerous place. I've made many enemies. And you're obviously willing to take in just about anyone. And you see her eyes travel to Onalura when she says that.
You will.
So, if my only other option is to be eaten alive by a crab person, then Shanghai me.
Cool. I take one of my shackles, and then I'm shackled too, and then shackle to her. It's like, let's get to work.
Alright.
I'm not Shanghaiing this lady, man.
I mean, it's 100% Shanghaiing.
I don't want to Shanghai this lady.
She wanted to Shanghai. She said she's down for it.
When you give people the choice of being eaten alive or anything else, they're usually gonna pick anything besides being eaten alive.
Yeah, because it's essentially slavery. You're like, hey, you'll come work for me, or I'll murder the fuck out of you. Like, this person, like, if we're getting one of them to join the crew, if we want them to spread our word about how we beat up their boss, just let that person live and set her loose.
Well, I mean, now you've already made an accord. Do you want to go back on your accord?
No, she has nowhere to go. What's she gonna do? Swim out in the ocean? She'll die.
It's not my problem.
Look, it'll be fine. And
Interesting.
I don't like the sand right here, cause it looks like a guy yelling. So I'm gonna just draw on it. All right, there we go.
Okay. All right. Technically, you've added Arel and Orem to your crew. For now. Okay. You guys work hard all day. Everyone moaning because they only, they have one, possibly two, in most cases 2 points of exhaustion. It is a misery of a day. But they work because they lived and they didn't think they were going to. So they feel that they owe the captain and his officers that much at least.
And they're gonna be real mad at us because we're gonna take a nap in the middle of the day. Because we're doing night watch.
Oh, all of you are, or just the core characters?
The PCs. Unless Onlara and Lift don't participate, but I'm doing night watch. I'm not letting anyone get kidnapped on my watch.
Okay, fair enough.
If you want me to do day, and then you do night, or you don't have dark vision.
I don't have dark vision, but I'm not letting anyone get kidnapped.
You do the day, I'll do nighttime, because I have Devil's Sight. And then I'll wake you up if anything shows up.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then like half, are we gonna have like people still work at nighttime, or?
No, it's gotta be full 24, surveillance. No work happens at night. Surveillance at night. They're just gonna get kidnapped.
All right, Lift.
Yeah.
You sneak away to go inspect this special tree. Is that correct? Mother of the Coast?
That is correct.
Okay. As you approach...
Did you want me to invisible you to help you get away? Or
Yeah, I was thinking I was going to move up to Snuggly and talk to him and be like, did that whirlpool suck us into an opposite realm? Because we've got a chain gang of forced labor.
Captain's no fun anymore?
We just got a slave under Claximus. I'm being told I can't see anything.
Now.
It's crazy. All right, yeah. If you can help me get away, do you have can you make a double of me? Look like I'm sleeping here or something while I'm gone too. Won't be gone long.
Yeah, I can do something like that.
Okay. Well, Lift, you, unlike some of the officers on the ship, you have garnered many sub-followers. So they all want to help you get what you need. So. Okay. All right. So using her psionic powers, your flump is going to sort of cloud people's minds so they don't think about you too much tonight while you're out sneaking around.
Nice.
Yeah. Serene. I have on her sheet Serena. Is that what everybody else has?
I thought it was Terina.
Yeah,
Wasn't Tarini the other one, the desert fairy that helped you on Dusty Desert Island?
Isn't that her?
That is her. That's Serena.
That's her. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same one.
No, because this one was from Sylph Island.
Yeah.
Right? This is the pixie. The other one was the desert fairy that could do illusion magic.
I thought she was the desert fairy. Holy crap.
Oh, wow. Y'all so racist.
I'll check.
This is the pixie one.
I don't remember.
I don't know anymore. They're all tiny.
Alright, so what she's gonna do, she's gonna polymorph Pigo into a bear that looks a lot like you as a bear. And then hang out with the bear like she hangs out with you.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I am making sure I'm bringing... I don't know if anyone's going to remember this, but Fafnir carved me a little wooden scrimshaw bear, and I thought that would be perfect for the shrine of the things they were leaving. So I'm bringing that.
Okay. All right. With all these precautions, you head out into the dark night. You head over to the Mother of the Coast. It is a tranquil area, and you realize that this tree would essentially be like an old wood tree. Like, this is a tree that would be used to grow a druidic circle. All of the trees near her are her offspring, and she is slowly but surely taking over this island, but in tree speed. So it's gonna be a couple of centuries at least, maybe a couple thousand years before she manages to do it. As you approach and place your offering down, you hear a voice. Can you come over into secret meeting?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was Isinia and Ninyasta.
Yeah, I
The two
knew
fair-
this one was different.
Yeah, apparently we had her before we even went to Dusty Desert.
Yeah, because we got her from when we were looking for ingredients for it. Because we were looking
Yeah.
for
Oh
the.
yeah, we just need the cherries. I forgot that happened.
So, Snuggly, we're gonna get you a scroll of Fabricate when we get to an island,
Okay.
and then you can fix the boat next time.
Seems like a good plan.
Well, that's how it goes. You never know what you're going to need till something like this happens.
Yeah, I thought it was a 5th level.
Okay. All right. Anybody get up to any shenanigans in the night, or? Anybody? No? Okay. You all sleep so soundly. The sound sleep of people who have survived a sea monster attack, a shipwreck, dragged a ship 20 miles to shore, then were forced into a labor camp by the man they trusted the most in the whole world. So they sleep super hard. All right. With a loud clatter, you wake everybody up and put them right back to work.
No, we're gonna eat first.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
A nice croup breakfast.
Yeah. Let's see. Annalore, can you roll to see if Croup is too drunk to prepare breakfast?
How did he drink?
The booze.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Alcoholics, they do what they gotta. They
Finds
gotta
a
do.
way.
Icenia is the one from the island. You're right. So
Yeah.
Tarini is this one. Got it.
Well, for the first time, he is drunk.
Okay. Yeah, he actually did rescue a whole barrel of rum. And he, like, you know how, like, the fat dude in Lost had that hidden mayonnaise cache? Spoilers. Yeah, like, it's kind of like that. Like, every time he needed to take a piss, he was actually just sneaking off to his secret rum supplies.
I'm gonna ask Sandar, does he have like cure, like poison?
We have green
something like that?
marshmallow. And we have like two other cooks.
Yeah. And I can help too if needed.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they mix up some stuff. It's basically like a lot of coconuts, coastal crabs, things like that. It's not the worst breakfast ever, but it's like flake crab meat with flake coconut salad. I don't know. He seems very, here you go. There's your breakfast. Meh.
I'm gonna cast motivational speech that only gives 5 people that can hear it, like actual effects, but I want to say the speech out to everybody.
Okay. I'm ready for it. What's the speech?
So,
motivate me.
I'll say, alright everybody. Look, I know yesterday was rough. The day before that was even worse. Alright? I know things seem like they're crashing down around us, but we can't let that get us down, alright? This is hard. It's gonna continue to be hard. But we can do this together. We lost a lot of people in that attack, and I don't want to lose anybody else. One of the reasons why we wanted to become free captain, we thought we'd be safer. We would be able to keep you all safe. But regardless, we're going to rebuild. We're going to build it better than it was before. We're going to continue this crazy ass journey as a team. I'm sorry things are rough.
You hear a slow clap start. You look over. It's Phipps Shumlin.
Thanks, Phipps.
Begrudgingly, you see Rosie Cuswell begin clapping, and then Spring mumbling Danish, and slowly but surely, Langhorn Striker Bitch and Drosha, and at that point, they all begin to clap, and then raising their coconut shells full of flake crab meat and coconut shreds, they all yell, "Huzzah! To you, Captain Bubbles Jr. We'll make it happen."
I'm gonna hold my cup up and say, "That's not to me. It's to all of you. Let's build a badass ship and get the fuck off this shitty ass island." I hold the coconut up.
All right. They all raise their coconuts and clack them together. They down their morning rum rations and their crab coconut salads and stretch and prepare for the day. Drosha approaches you.
Mm-hmm.
Captain.
Yeah.
I understand that you and the other officers were on guard last night, but I have done an inventory of the wood that was gathered last night, as well as the tools that were salvaged from the wreckage. There have been thieves in the night.
Damn.
They have not taken everything, but there are some things that are missing.
Like how much?
A good majority of the nails.
Those are important, huh?
How many?
Several hammers. A saw. A small flask of whiskey.
Well, that was proof, obviously. Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. And you see her kind of adjust her ledger when you say that.
Yeah.
And also, there was a bushel of apples. They are gone.
Fuck, damn it.
And there was a sack of oranges. They are also missing.
Do we still have enough to continue?
I do not want to cause any problems, Captain, but I believe it may have been Sweet Roll. There were small mouse-like footprints. She leads you over to the scene of the crime, and you see that there are rodent-like footprints. They seem to be bigger footprints, I'll be honest, bard trained in all skills, than Sweet Roll would leave.
I'm gonna call over Lift, because I remember him talking about, like, footprints or some crap.
Okay. Pigo approaches. Pigo!
What the hell?
And Pigo's wearing her plate mail. She's looking ready to rock.
Alright. How about, I got an idea. Do we have enough supplies to continue? I think we have enough to finish this.
We may be forced to melt down some of the remaining cannons if we do not have enough nails. We could always attempt to use wooden nails or stone. We could also melt down our weapons, but we will need to build a forge.
Yeah.
How about we just put just get like real close to Bubbles and Josha. We just put the nails in Anala's bag and just have a rope trip every night. I shoved Pigo out of the way. I was like, she just rope tricks every night, right? She goes in with the tools in her bag of holding, and she rope tricks at night.
That would have been a very good idea, yes.
And then I'll prevent future things being stolen. And
I was also thinking we could have Invisible Bear, like, eat lots of that in particular.
Yeah.
Invisible Bear nudges you with its nose.
God,
it's such a good miniature.
It's so good. So simplistic, but so good.
And then I think we'll maybe some traps. Traps might help.
Yeah. I mean, if we were so focused on people, we didn't think about supplies.
You look down and Snuggly's standing there. He's been listening the whole time, and he says,
I could just use the alarm spell.
Oh, that's good too.
Yeah, that's good. I don't push him out of the way.
Oh wow, okay.
As they bring up the bag of holding and the rope trick, I say, well, first of all, I can only make my room for 1 hour, and second of all, you're forgetting that we have a chest, especially for keeping things safe. That we won at Little Apara. And I point to the captain's chest.
Then we have to sleep around it.
Which is a super bag of holding. And I'm pretty sure
cast alarm on
no one
alarm
they can't
on
open it, so
yeah, alarm on the how often can you cast alarm? Snuggly.
I mean, if I just cast it, it takes me like 10 minutes, and
yeah, it's a ritual, and it lasts for the night.
What does it do, by the way?
8 hours. It sets off an alarm if anybody crosses it, basically.
Which makes a loud noise.
I don't think it actually makes any noise. I think it's just telepathic.
You think so?
Can you post it?
Yeah.
Just so we can see.
Yeah, I'm navigating my way there.
Honestly, like, I don't think I've ever used alarm.
It's a good spell.
No longer than 20-foot cube. So you could just ritual cast this.
Mental or audible.
Yeah, there we go.
You can ritual cast this?
Yep.
Then
it takes me 11 minutes.
I would just, that's what your job is, just ritual cast this a bunch of places.
Yeah, man.
Like, until we have, like, a good portion of this spot around us warded.
Yeah, I can pretty much just, if I just spend, like, if I just do that over and over again, I can just ritual cast, like, all the way around us. Alarm.
Yeah, so make sure that on the captain's chest you do the alarm on the handle to open up the chest.
Just do it everywhere around it.
Well, do it everywhere around it, but particularly on the handle, because if they try to open it or if they try to pick it up by the handle, like that way it'll go up.
Well, that's one way to fix, one way to prevent and help. We need lift, though. We need... hold on.
I'm gonna look around and see if lifts are... Hey, has anybody seen Lift?
You see under her black lacy parasol, in the shade of this palm tree, you do see Florence. As you look over at her, her snail eyes fix on you. They're glowing red, and she hisses at you, revealing her vampiric fangs.
I take out the sunblade.
Okay. She seems frightened.
Yeah, put the sunblade away. Alright, well, that's the weird vampire thing he carries around.
Well, we'll just have to wing it, Captain. You'll have to wing it. Survival this. Find out what these are.
Alright, well, I have nature.
Alright, yeah, give me a nature check.
Anybody else? Oh wait, I'm better at survival. If I could use survival.
Well, survival will allow you to track them. Nature would help you figure out what left the footprints.
That's the natural 20.
Okay. So, do you want me to tell you this in secret, or do you just want to? You're gonna tell everybody.
I'll tell everybody.
Okay. As a woke ape, you made it a personal habit to listen to any stories you heard about other woke animals. These are the footprints of the Eden Tattoos, aka the woke hedgehogs.
Awesome.
I thought they were a myth.
You thought, yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, you thought the Eden Tattoos were a myth.
Yeah, I did hear a story about people becoming hedgehogs once, but they turned back to normal.
Now, amongst the Eden Tattoos, speed is considered the greatest gift and the most admirable skill. And amongst their people, many train as athletes to be as fast as they possibly can. This speed, combined with their incredible dexterity, does allow them to be incredible scouts and thieves. They are a primitive people with a shamanistic culture. And they are omnivores. So, they eat meat.
They eat bullets.
I mean, they could.
Alright.
Using your your Mask of Many Faces, do you still have that?
Yeah.
You could turn into one that you saw in a book you were reading about.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you want to frighten your allies though.
I gotta tell them, hey guys, we gotta keep an eye out for a creature that'll look like this. And then now,
okay.
I take like a dark magical aura mask. See this? Yeah.
Oh god, what is that?
Yeah, you see a round, hunchback creature. It's most of its body is made of quills. It has a soft underbelly, short arms, long double-jointed legs, no tail. Its penis is actually located right in the middle of its abdomen and is boldly on display. and it has the very cute little face action going on, but sharp little fangs. All told, the creature's about 4 feet tall and 4 feet wide. It would count as a medium creature.
I was really hoping you were going to post the prefix Sonic the Hedgehog.
Phipps Shumlet, he seems horrified by what he is seeing.
Yeah.
Captain,
With his one remaining up.
that beast ain't natural. Please, tell me. We ain't gonna have to fight none of them.
Well, look. Hey, well, if they come to steal our stuff, we might have to fight them.
There is like a real, like, ominous dread that's spreading through your crew as they look upon the hideous visage that you have created.
You sure I can't be the one I put in chat?
This is barrel
So some of them look like Luke, and they turn into Sonic in that.
And then you turn into Sonic? What? Oh, let me see this.
I put it.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, you turn into that, some of them actually begin to scream.
Yeah.
Piggo shits herself and runs into the ocean.
I'm gonna turn back the bubbles.
Piggo!
He's drowning her. Like with the heavy armor.
Green Marshmallow rushes after her with her lifeguard bathing suit on and her little floaty to save Piggo.
Since he like take out like yellow or blue turtle and like hop on his back.
All right, so I mean, is this your plan? Set up alarm spells, just keep going.
Yeah.
All right, build a forge. This is your new life. Pirate Survivor Island. Okay.
Whoever's on the night watch, I'm gonna tell them if as soon as you hear the alarms go off, shoot that bitch with the fucking ballista.
Okay.
I mean, we have 8 rifles, Captain.
Alphonse looks a little nervous. He's like,
Do you think that, Captain, do you think that this will be enough? Just this one ballista? I mean, those creatures look really strong.
They're fast. They're very fast.
We have
It's not gonna be enough.
We have guns. We're gonna be shooting Rompo rats for like a month. We're gonna be so good with guns.
Yeah.
Do you think
Training with pistols.
Do you think that they are faster than a bullet?
No, nothing's faster than a bullet.
No, nothing's faster than a bullet.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand him a rifle and go, I want you to shoot anything that comes to the alarm spell that looks like a headshot.
Oh, okay.
You got this, kid. You got this.
all right. Robert and Tobor, they put claws and mandibles on his back in support and make a bunch of binary sounds at him.
Remember, they look like this. And I turn back at us. That's what they look like.
Someone screams. Phipps Shumlet turns his stomach inside out and empties it out onto the beach.
Okay, I tear back.
I'm having deja vu for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, man.
Deja vu to what?
I don't know. I feel like I've been in this situation before.
I don't think you've ever been in this situation before.
I don't know. Maybe I had a dream and this is what my dream was, but...
Yeah, like, I had a dream of the Skull Shackles we were fucking lost up on a... The Bubbles Jr. just kept turning into Sonic. That seemed like a dream.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like a strange fever dream. But...
At some point during the day, I'd like to go to Phipps and give him an eye patch that I've been working on.
As you approach,
his hammerhead.
he does blush a little because your new token's making him feel some kind of way. and he keeps turning his head so that his one good eye can see you. And he's like, hello, Anna-Laura. It's good to see you. I'm glad you made it through that fight. It was incredible. How you used your magics to keep the captain out of the water on account of him turning into stone. I was willing to die that day if it meant keeping the captain safe. He's given me, some might say, too many second chances. I didn't want to make him regret it.
I know, Phipps. I saw what you did. You did good. And it's a shame what happened to your eye. But we can make the best of it. And I'm gonna give him a really cool eye patch.
Okay.
For a hammerhead shark. At least now you have an eye patch.
I'm
just like the captain.
Does the captain has an eye patch?
Yeah.
Or his artwork does.
Oh, when did you lose your eye, Captain?
I looked it up and I was like, you remember Jack Scrimson?
Oh, you go in for that hole so I can adjust to the darkness faster on account of you not having no dark vision.
But I have devil sight. I see it.
So you're really just doing it to look cool?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well. I mean, if it's cool enough for the captain, it's cool enough for me. Alright, let me see it, Anna-Laura.
I'm gonna, I guess, strap it on.
Okay.
I don't have a picture.
Oh, I thought this
was that's what you were waiting.
Some incredible reveal. Yeah, I was like,
no.
You had a hat on a gun last week, so I was like, what are we gonna see this week? All right.
I was too busy fearing for my life to be editing a picture.
All right. Phipps proudly wears the eye patch, and he puffs his chest out, and he's definitely walking tall. He feels like he's really kind of making it in this pirate world. Oh shit! The cheese cop is here. Here. Okay. You gotta hold on, kid. There's like 10 more minutes. Ever since you learned how to headbutt open doors, it's just. All right. Yeah. So Phipps is happy. Despite everything, his morale is actually pretty good. And believe it or not, because of the too many second chances that he has been given by the captain, and the fact that he says it enough times, a lot of the other crew do kind of view him as the second captain, the knight captain. So his support for Bubbles and Bubbles' new concentration camp, it goes a long way towards making it a bit more enjoyable. So now, Claximus, based on how you've roleplayed so far, I'm assuming that you are like, God, what's the guy from My Hero Academia that's got like rocket boots or whatever?
Bakugo?
No, the guy that's got like speed, like rocket feet, like that's his special power.
Oh,
Ishida? Ida, okay. Yeah, so like, I kind of got that vibe that you were like super type A-ing this whole concentration camp situation. If that's the case, before dinner time on the second day, you have not seen Lift anywhere. And you do occasionally see Pigo and Torini looking very guilty and commiserating.
I rocket boots right over there.
Okay. Pigo looks at you nervously. Pigo!
Theodario, translate for me.
She hands you a seashell.
What's in the seashell?
It is like a little spiky conch shell.
That's all?
Yeah, but she's insistent. She hands it.
I crush it.
All right. Her eyes go even wider. Her mouth drops open.
I need Diodaria.
Tarini, who only has 1 hit point, is very frightened.
I need Diodaria to translate.
Okay.
Where's Lift?
I'm over here with the captain. I'm helping him berate his slaves in a number of different languages.
You're not. That's not what we're doing.
Yeah, we've gone all the way, Lord of the Flies, Claximus. We are there. It's only been less than 2 days. We're already Lord of the Flies level crazy here.
I don't think that's how it's happening to you, Darren.
Of course not, Captain. Of course not. Everything's great. This is great. All right. So what are we doing over here, Claximus? What can I help you with?
Tell him where Lift is. Ask him where Lift is.
Okay. He speaks first in Gerblin, and then he also speaks in I don't know, Sylvan. And Tarini kind of shrugs. And Pigo just looks at the dust on the ground that was her shell, and she just says, "Pigo."
It's Pigo.
And then Diodario says, "It seems that she was trying to tell you where he went, but you crushed her very special shell that she was trying to use to bridge the language gap between you."
I don't care about that.
Oh. The shell, you may have noticed, was spiky. She's saying that she was worried and went looking for Lift and saw him being carried away by spiky people.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I take the captain and I pick up the captain, and we go inside the boat.
Yeah.
Wait, you pick up who?
The captain.
Oh, okay.
With my levels of exhaustion, I don't think I can fight.
Well, this is the second day, so one of them should be gone.
Yeah. Unless you really are working 16-hour shifts, then you definitely would not be recovering any of your exhaustion.
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't want anyone working 16 hours.
Alright. We love Lift.
Yeah.
But I'm sticking to what I said.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree with you. Like, damn it, we told people not to wander off.
Yep. Okay. Then it's just back to work, and we'll deal with it when people start to really notice.
Okay. On Laura, Tarini flies up to you, and she tries to talk to you in Sylvan. Do you know Sylvan?
Let me open my character sheet.
Okay.
Roll20 is super laggy for. I do not.
Okay.
I know Elvin and.
Arel, who's been chummy with Sandara, kind of comes over and says, "Your pixie? ? Land Nixie is trying to say something to you."
Can you translate for me?
Yes, apparently she's madly in love with the Bear Man Giant, and he has been taken.
Taken?
Yes, by spiky dudes.
Not the hedgehogs.
Oh, is that what all this is about? Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, and then Tarini's just going off like 100,000 words a minute, and then she's just sort of watching her like, Okay, yeah, apparently they helped him sneak out last night, but then the little pink creature that looks like a sea cucumber with arms and legs, it apparently also is in love with Bear Man Giant, and followed him, but caught him being like kidnapped, but then because she was scared, she hid for a long time, and only recently returned to camp, wherein she went to find this Nixie pixie creature
who they then went to try to get figure out what to do, and then the big crab guy came, and then the crab guy crushed a shell, and Tarini was very scared. She peed herself a little bit. I didn't need that information. And then the crab guy grabbed the monkey guy, and now they're having a secret meeting. And you see the like Tarini just land on your shoulder on Alora and just kind of like pass out from the stress of having to explain all that.
Wait, before you pass out, I lift her head up. Which way did they go? Point.
Oh, she does a total Disney Tinkerbell thing and then points to the north.
Okay, and I put her down on like her tiny little fairy bed and tuck her in.
Okay.
We'll find him, Tarini. We'll find him.
Wait, find who? What's up? What's going on? You see Sandara kind of walk up.
Come, Sandara. They know something, and they haven't told us.
Oh, they're in the wreckage of the ship having a secret boys meeting there.
Should we go listen? Let's go listen.
So, Django, in what is the most boring assignment you've ever had? You sit in your deer stand at the top of this tall palm tree with your rifle, occasionally stealing glances at your sweetheart, who is doing the same. But when you look over, you realize that it is just a log painted red, purple, and black.
What the hell?
Yeah. You see a small puff of ninja smoke on Alora. Shivika says,
Oh yeah, Claximus and the captain. They're in there having a secret meeting. They're not gonna rescue Lift.
Why?
Because Claximus thinks he's the boss now, I guess, and he's decided that he gave a speech, and since people got kidnapped anyways, he just wants to stick to his guns.
So they plan to leave Lift here.
I was never here.
Okay, Sandara, I think we need to go in there. Come on.
All right. Is this like you grabbing all the officers? You're gonna bring Drosha in there, Snuggly, who's officer of geriatrics.
I don't think. If Snuggly wants to come.
He's not an officer. Although, with Lift gone, there's an opening.
No, he is an officer. You promoted him.
He's an officer being a crotchety old man. That's what we made him an officer.
Yeah, you said he was the officer of geriatrics. Geriatric health.
Geriatrics.
Yeah. You said if there's ever any old pirates, that he's in charge of the old pirates. I was pretty sure that's what the position you gave him.
I mean, that does sound like something I was.
You did that when you were still fun, Captain Bubbles. You probably don't remember that. It was 2.5 days ago. It was 2.5 days ago.
We bust into their secret meeting.
Okay, it's pretty easy because they're in the hull of a wreck ship.
Yeah.
What are you two doing?
We're talking.
About Lift?
Yeah, you got kidnapped.
And
what?
Remember when we told them, hey, don't go sneaking around, because you're gonna get kidnapped. And when I come to save you, if you get kidnapped, remember when we said that? You remember this? Because I remember that. I remember that very clearly. You remember?
I remember.
Captain. Hey, Captain, do you remember when we were all dying to that giant snake? And who was the only one left standing? Do you remember when we were sinking in the ocean after a dragon turtle attacked? Who stopped the giant whirlpool?
Look, I appreciate him for what he did.
Can I play this game too, Annalore? Captain, remember when you were climbing a skull that looked remarkably like me, that was actually a mountain, and there was a giant parrot dactyl that was killing everyone, and there was only one person that was still alive besides you that was keeping the rest of the team propped up while you ran to the end zone all by yourself?
I don't remember that part.
Oh. Do you remember the time that we needed to save the natives of the Sylph Islands, and none of us could speak with the natives, but then Lift bullshitted that he should be able to speak bear because he could, and that's how he became friends with the local pixies, who one of them works for us to this very day, whose polymorph spells have helped on a number of occasions.
Look, I get it. Lift has done a lot of great shit. But, look, man. Like, we can't keep going out and saving fucking people because they keep getting kidnapped, right? Especially when they're getting kidnapped because they're not doing what we're told.
I don't know what happened to the two of you.
What happened? I'll tell you what happened.
But the old you would have gone for Lift right away.
I want you to take a look right outside that boat. Every single one of those people are our responsibility. They are our responsibility.
Then I'll go.
Well, if she's going, I'm going. And you see Sandara head out with Onalora.
I mean, yeah, I'm the one that made him invisible so he could get away, so I feel like I should probably go too.
Jesus Christ, Snuggly.
Piggo!
And you see Piggo grab her greatsword, which is just a dagger, and she heads out.
I'm gonna call out, Django, get over here.
Alright.
I know you're somewhere.
Alright. Is Shivaka back in like her spot proper now?
Yes, yep.
Alright, you hold down the fort here, darling. Looks like I'm needed for something. I blew her a kiss.
Alright, she pretends to catch the kiss with her tongue. It's kinda hot. So Alright.
Hey, by the way, I just noticed, like, anybody seen Mr. Lift anywhere?
We're going to get him now.
Oh boy, what sort of... Let me guess, he flirted with, like, some lady of the forest, and now she's holding him hostage or something? Is that what's going on?
Probably.
Yeah, that sounds like him, alright.
Alright, well...
I like the Joseph.
She looks at you, and she is calm, and she is serene, and she says, "The captain that I knelt to after Harpy Gate was the sort of man or beast who would always go to get his friends. I understand that your heart is heavy and that your body is weary. This ship meant so much to you. But the ship can be fixed, and the ship will be fixed, but..."
I look out over the crew, and I say, "It's not the ship." I turn back to Ursa. You're in charge. If we don't come back by the end of the week, leave without us.
Dusty Desert Island rules. Understood. Also, you are really confident in our abilities to rebuild a ship in only a week. We will still be here.
Look, I get that. I mean,
okay.
To make it 2. If we don't come back,
how about
leave
this?
as soon as possible.
If we finish this ship and you have not returned, then we will leave. We don't need to put a number on it.
Fair enough. I'm gonna hop down and say, Laura! Wait.
What?
You don't know anything about traversing the fucking jungle. Let us go first.
Okay. And I just walk back. I just walk behind them.
All right. Well, I guess we'll pick up next week. So, not the send off I was hoping for you, Lift, but it's been great playing with you. So, Yeah, it's been real, man. It's been real.
It's been real.
Hopefully they'll find your bones in a hedgehog stew pot and, give them a proper burial or something. So, all right. I guess that's it. So, gosh, any announcements? Chult games. There's a Chult one shot, not next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday. I think there's still 1 slot, maybe 2 slots. If anybody's interested, you can play your Chult Westmarch's character in the adventure if you want, or just make a level 3 character. Other than that, I don't really have any other announcements. Anybody have any announcements? Oh, we're gonna do a build battle. It's gonna be like designing a sub race. Should be kind of cool, actually. So I'll get more details on it maybe Saturday. So, okay. Any other announcements? Anybody?
There's every Tuesday.
Oh yeah, true.
If you want to see people get murdered by butterflies, or
steal an old lady's cats.
Yeah, steal all those
hero stuff. Hero stuff.
Yeah.
Eat 42 veggie burgers in one sitting. Yeah, hero stuff.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
All right, then you guys want me to leave you on your island camp until next week, or do you want to be on the island map?
Put us on the island map. Let's see where we're gonna end up dying.
All right. Okay. Come on, look at this map. It's ripe with adventure.
No. No.
When did you start hating adventure?
I don't hate adventure. I want to get to the adventure I want to get to, which is with the guns and the shooting.
This is part of the Django adventure. The gun rules apply.
You were foolish to think we would actually get to Candyland.
We would get to Candyland. We would.
First of all, what pirate story ever were they like, we're gonna go here, and they just get there?
This
never happened. It's never happened in this game.
We were gonna make it happen. We were this close.
How long did it take us to get to Port Peril?
That's why you do the swerve, because the swerve here is to do exactly what's expected.
Nope.
Because what's unexpected is what's expected.
That
made more sense in my head.
I come back, a single one of these other guys is dead. Y'all getting lashes. Getting lashes. I'm getting lashes. You're getting double my lashes for every single person that's dead.
Look, at least they didn't kidnap Sandara this time. Huh? That's totally different.
I would have left her too.
Damn.
No,
you say that within earshot? Oh my god.
The player character and the crab would have left her.
Wow. Okay.
The player character would have definitely left. If this were like, I don't know, a Lord Benedict Leatherby, y'all would have been left.
Wow.
He would have took a dinghy and he would have tried to get himself on this island.
Is that what Bubbles is trying to be now? Is that what's going on?
No.
Oh man.
I'm playing this as Bubbles Jr. just watched 5 of his crew members get murdered and he lost his ship. So he doesn't want to lose anything else. At this point, he's trying to keep casualties to a minimum. Right? So he doesn't want to leave and risk the entire crew being alone in their chance of getting kidnapped or murdered. Or any of the expedition team that you'd have to send off to find a person who is being irresponsible.
I mean, if they could steal all your nails, they would have at least stolen Sweet Roll. I mean, they are omnivores.
That's fine with me either. I don't know Sweet Roll. He just looks cute.
Oh my god.
Look,
all right.
Well, did they at least tell us where he went?
They went north.
They said north.
They're getting lashes too. Snuggly, you're getting lashes. Tarini's getting lashes, and Pigo's getting lashes.
Well, Tarini will die. She'll die from massive damage.
I will non-lethal lash her when we get back. And if she's dead, she's gonna get reincarnated, and I'm gonna fucking lash her.
Wow. All
Now
right.
how are we supposed to keep an eye on those 2 fucking COs? They have to come with us. The 2 COs have to come with us. I can't leave them there.
All right, you're taking the two people that were trying to kill you less than 3 days ago with you on this this possibly dangerous mission. Okay,
Yeah, I can't leave them to kill my crew.
Yeah, fair. That's fair.
I'm putting Kevin in charge of security.
Okay.
Tell you what. I'll keep an eye on them. I'll like take up the rear, and I'll just keep my gun at their their backs in case they try anything.
When you say that, Sandara lets out like a low laugh. She's like, yeah. As soon as you get away from that frog, you just get everybody in the rear, huh?
I don't know what Phipps Chumlet is using for a weapon. What is he using for a weapon?
He has that one magic sword.
We gave him
What is Phipps Chumlet?
the Nightblade.
No, we don't give him the Nightblade.
He's a pirate.
The Shadow Rift Blade.
Shadow Rift, yeah.
It was Shadow something.
Oh man, he should have fucking Nero'd himself to me. That would have been awesome. Like, cut a hole in his face.
Didn't you guys not give him the sword, and you told him that it'd be cooler if he got one like off of a dead opponent or something?
No, we gave him the Shadow.
Yeah, we gave him the Bubbles old sword, not the face one.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
We did trick him, but it was like in an almost equivalent trade.
What's?
Gotcha. Okay.
Jinjo.
I just want to say that I'm feeling the room here, and I feel like 4 out of 6 of you are okay. 3 out of 6 of you are down for rescuing Liv from hedgehogs. One of you is kind of like, whatevs, and then 2 of you are kind of like being a little grumpy about it. So
we're being guilted into it. But Jinjo, I tossed Jinjo. I tossed Jinjo the anchor axe. That's yours now.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Shit. Yeah.
You're my replacement.
Wow. You see a very hurt owlbear when you give Jinjo, the new big guy, your fancy big guy weapon.
Yeah. Well, he's smart enough to use it.
Damn.
Oh fuck. That's not true, Albert. You could have used it. You totally could have used it.
Oh man. With that salty shake, I think I'm gonna call it a night. So, oh my god.
That was
Good night,
fun.
everybody.
Good night. Good night.
All right.